Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. It was another operator error. Everyone, come to terms. I'm a blonde. There's a little spot here, a little button here on my keyboard to mute the mic. And it's always pushed. It was me, again, just like the last one. I did not unmute the mic on the keyboard, not on the actual one. Why am I not on the camera? I'm on the camera now. Good morning. It's coffee time. Coffee time. And I hate having to wear the glasses, but I'm going to have to put glasses on. I'm not going to be able to see what anyone's saying. Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Cece. It is chilly outside today. It's actually cold. For Florida, it's really cold. 2:15 a.m. Oh yeah, you're in Australia. Yeah. It is 10:15 here. James, my soulmate. It's 10:15 here. I need a coffee refresher. I got my dishes done, all except for a couple of things I'm letting soak because they got kind of funky. And I'll put some clothes in a little while. I'm just doing my regular daily thing. No, I'm not getting a new phone just yet. Doug did manage to rig a cord to make contact to charge it. So it is charged. I just have to let Doug do it most of the time because he can get it. I ain't got money for no phone right now. So this one's fine. This one's fine. I'm not silent e-begging. Okay. I'm just saying that I'm sharing my life. That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my life because that's what YouTube's about. It's about vlogging, sharing, connecting with people. I'm not eating Vegemite. This morning, I got Jack home today. He's sick. He's got bad cough. But, what was I saying? Oh, I made homemade oatmeal with cinnamon and sugar and raisins, and we had a boiled egg. That was our breakfast. Because I've been doing really good on my diet. I've been doing really good. I'm really surprised. Of course you do, CC, because you're weird. You also wear a buckskin thong, so I have to get more coffee. I'll be right back. Mommy, what do you want from me? What do you want? What did y'all eat for breakfast? I'm curious. We usually do cereal here because the kids, if they're home on the weekends, Aaron makes toast for him and Jack, and then they'll have a bowl of cereal later if they don't want something sweet at first, Aaron's at that wonderful age. He'll be 10 in January where he just can help out with little things. It's pretty awesome. I've been waiting for this phase of their childhood to take some of the load off of me because I'm getting fucking old. My birthday's next week. Is it next week? Yeah, 26th. My birthday's next week on Tuesday. I'll be 49. 49. Vegemite with melted cheese on toast. I know you told me, but couldn't you just put the melted cheese on the toast? Why do you have to put the Vegemite on there? Because you hate yourself? Mm-hmm. We still haven't done our video yet because the boys aren't into it right now. And I'm like, let's do a video. And they're like, no, we're playing, we're doing this. So good morning, Pookie. We're having a heat wave in Pennsylvania. It's up to 43 this morning. I'm trying to read this without putting on my glasses because then it's like, I can't, the reflection. You live in Middleburg? I live in Ocean Way. You're not far from me, are you? One of my friends is messaging me. I'm going to tell him, leave me alone, I'm live. I'm live on SoFugit. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know where Orange Park and stuff are at. I moved here from North Carolina in 2015, and I really don't, my focus is to always go to the beach. I was in Mayport when I first got here. I love Mayport. I would move back to the Mayport area if I could, but it's just so incredibly expensive. And that's in the Atlantic Beach area. It's insane. And Atlantic Beach is the scuzzy of all the beaches. Well, if you're from here, it's like, that's the low end. And it's insanely priced. Like rent. Oh, my buddy just told me he's on Atlantic right now. No, not military. I just love it here. I lived here. We had lived here before from 98, November of 98. We actually moved here on my birthday, November 26th of 98. And we left in 2004. Are you from here? Janet, you might remember this incident. Diane, good morning. Janet is from Middleburg. Diane? Our son lives in Atlantic Beach. Isn't it pricey? And that's the low-end beach. But that's where we lived on Mayport Road when we moved here in 98. That's where we lived. Grew up on the west side. So do you remember when they had the mobile home park on Mayport Road and they closed it down to put a Walmart warehouse? Do you remember that? Back in 04, 03, they started talking about it. We lived in that mobile home park. So when they closed that park down, we had to move. And we just decided to move out of state to where my mom and dad were. You remember that? See? Yeah. That was a big battle. Do you remember that was in the news and everything? We were really fighting to stay. I loved it there. Everyone was shooting down that park. And I was like, there are some ne'er-do-wells here. Okay. You've got your recovering addicts. You've got your retired people that are alcoholics, ex-military. You had some felons. You had a lot of single moms raising kids, single dads raising kids, me and my husband and our kids. And you had a lot of families. And everybody knew their place there. Like we all knew what the limits were. I was very happy there. Wally World, they didn't run that one. They didn't get it, did they? No, they did not. But they still closed the park down because they wanted to sell it. But Walmart pulled out. They said it was bad publicity because we would go to every the city hall meeting and speak. No, you're not doing this. You're not throwing us out. And I have a distant aunt who lived in Ocean Way when I was a kid. Yeah, I like it out here. It's just too far from the ocean for me. That's why I don't understand why they call it Ocean Way. My husband's from Maine. He was stationed here. My husband's family originated from Maine, but he's never met any of the ones that are in Maine. I hate you all. 27 degrees and a foot of half. Well, you're in Canada, CC. This is going to happen. This shit happens. Janet, anywhere near the new hospital? Diane wants to know. We just got a Walmart here near my house. We were a small town, but Yeah, Middleburg's going to start sprouting up now. Ocean Way is what they were calling the final frontier of Jacksonville. And now we have coyotes walking through the yards, raccoons coming up on the porch, coming up to your door, you know. And I mean, they've torn all the woods down to build more houses and more apartments and more condos. And these animals have absolutely nowhere to go, and they're pushing right up here in the yards. It's really bad. 3 minutes from my front door. Oh, wow. CC LePew today in Australia hit 44C. I'm trying to go over here. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing here. Oh, my God. Let me see. I'm going to give Janet a wrench. Janet, in case you don't know what a wrench is, if somebody's bad and they're not the color blue, you can click on their little 3 dots beside their name and you can time them out, or you can boot them out. You can just say scram. That's what you can do. I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to subscribe to you. Hometown person. Well, my hometown, my preferred hometown. This is my preferred hometown. Hi, Michelle. I'm good today. Ravines Crossing. See, I don't know where that is, but Diane might know. A Walmart and a new hospital. They're just growing the area. They're just, Yuli's not even really, I mean, they're doing it there too. They're just paved paradise and put up a parking lot, just like the song says. Watch Action News on December 2nd. I'll be on the news. Really? The night news or the day news? Which one? What are you going to be on the news for? Are you going to be complaining about the growth? I know a lot of people have not been happy with the way things are sprouting up. They're like, yeah, we got a good deal on our property years ago. Yeah, the property value is going to go up, but now we don't have that peace and serene that we had, and it's going to get worse. Yes, go to my YouTube videos. I'll trade you. Go to your channel again. I've got you, the Lion King 2017 local news spot. So you crochet things for the infants. Is that what you do? No, this is the 11th year that I've crocheted Christmas for NICU. Oh, that is so good. I know every time I had a kid, there was always a little knitted, well, my kids are all grown. They've got kids of their own and stuff, but they always had the little knitted thing. And the nurse told me with the second one that I had, my son, that there were some women that came up there and would sit. They had a room off to the side that they didn't really use, set up for them to come and sit and knit. And they provided the yarn. People would donate, and they used the stuff that they had there and they would knit. It was really cool. Stay in bed. Oh, you're disabled. They cover it every year. Stay in the bed more than not. Chronic illness. I'm sorry to hear that. Another crocheter. Pookie's happy. She's like, yay, another crocheter. Pookie made my granddaughter, Kasima, the most precious, adorable whole shebang. The little jacket, the little cap, and the little booties. It was adorable. And my daughter took a picture of her in it for me. And then when she got much older, she put it on her again and took another picture and sent it to me and said, Mom, she's getting too big. I can't handle this. And the sleeves came up to her elbows. It was freaking hilarious. I do it at home in my bed. This is the first year I have a sponsor. Oh, wow. A lot of time goes into it. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. See, and I can't crochet. I can't knit. I like to cross stitch. I've got cross stitch kits in there that I bought at the thrift store. Um, like Christmas ones. Hold on a minute. I'll go get them. I'll show you. I'll show you what I got. I've got more. These are just the ones I have on hand since we moved out of the RV and into this place. I think some of them are still in there. I have a bag full of them. But I loved it. I used to cross stitch when I was a kid, when I was a teen. See, these are like, some of them are really old. And when I looked at them online, people that collect these, they pay. Some of these go for $20 for one kit. If it's from a specific artist or whatever. See, I got a bunch. I've got some, these aren't the ones, but I've got a whole bag full of the ones with Santa Claus and snowmen and Christmas mice. See, cross stitch the whole kits. So I saved these to do myself and give away because it's therapy and I just haven't done it. But I'm going to. Cross stitching is so fun to me. Have you heard of Woodchuck's Furniture? I worked for them in the 90s. No. Then this year the owner retired and we've stayed in contact. He sent me a check to cover all the yarn. That's fantastic. Because I know that stuff's expensive. That's something else that I used to buy and sell it on eBay. I would buy it at the thrift store for like 10 cents. What do they call it? A skein. Anyway, that word, SKEIN or whatever. But I would buy it for 10 cents and this was top quality stuff. Or if I said I would buy the whole thing, a lot of times the girl at the thrift store would give me a deal and I'd sell it on eBay. I mean, there's a market for that stuff. Diane says, I love woodchucks at Christmas time. Their Christmas were always beautiful. No, you did not hijack my stream. That's what it's here for, just to chit chat. This is my morning chat. Enjoy your ice cream, Kyle. Look, it's what, 2:30 in the morning? Eating ice cream at 2:30 in the morning, Kyle. It was about $500 a year for yarn. Yeah, it's expensive. I worked there for years. Cece's, I can't walk anymore, so I've taken up drink hard booze in bed. What? You can walk. Okay, see, I'm still saying it wrong. Just let's go with it. You need to go see Woodchucks. It's now in San Jose area. What do they decorate for Christmas? Is that what you're saying? Good morning, Anna. How are you doing? We had a place in Portsmouth, Virginia, where my family is originally from and where I grew up, called Coleman's Nursery. You should Google Coleman's Nursery. It's gone. But I grew up there, and every Christmas, it's literally a place you go to buy plants and stuff. But they had a section of it that during the holidays, it had animated animatronic dolls and scenery. Friggin' beautiful. So we would go every year. I went every year. I took my children every year, and then they closed Coleman's. I know they had a fire way back in the day, and they reopened. They fixed it up. I'm back. I heard you say my name because you're eating a friggin' ice cream at 2:30 in the morning. Seem to be discontinued. Wise ice cream bars. I don't like mango anything. Janet used to stop by there when I was on that side of town. Corey Woodchucks is on SR 13, about 5 miles south of 295. Skane. Yes. So I was saying it. I doubted myself, and I was saying it wrong because I doubted myself. Actually, I have arthritis really bad on my knees, yet I still can outwork the guys at the store half my age. Good for you. But yeah, I know what it's like with the knee problem, especially in the cold. In the last couple of days, my knees have given me a terrible time. Yes, some businesses do that. Coon's Florist used to decorate their window. This place had a whole section of the building that was just the animatronics with the scenery and the music and the fake snow and the wishing well and just Skane, yeah. Just like Vane. Exactly, like Vane. Skane. But it was just beautiful. But if you look up Coleman's nursery, they took the animatronics and it was on the news they were going to sell them, and people lost their shit. They were like, "You can't just separate all that." Everybody was like, "No." If you grew up in Hampton Roads, Virginia, everybody knows you got to keep all that together. It's got to be in a certain order because when you walk through, you saw it all in a certain order, and it's just nostalgia, So they ended up selling it to the Children's Museum in downtown Portsmouth, and that's where it is. They have it all set up there, and I have not been, but the next time I go back, yes, he's coughing, Pookie. He is. Corey, Walmart brand 8-hour arthritis is the best for that knee pain. Oh, good. I'll have to check. Is it in a box or a bottle? Because I'm getting ready to add what is it? Turmeric, is it called? Turmeric and ginger to my diet, because ginger root that you juice it, that has always helped my joint pain. It helped my dog as well. It helped my dog's hip pain. It's that time of year. Jack.
What?
Dude. You've got the tablet running and the TV. You turn that TV down some now. Hi, Grant. Good morning. Good morning to you. Bottle. Okay. Telemarketers are hot and heavy with calling. Are you getting calls? Because I've been getting calls and texts as well, like crazy. Okay, I'm happy to meet you. Glad I finally spoke up after seeing you a few times. Did you really? Well, hey, it's nice to have someone actually chatting on the side chat about something besides drama. So nice to finally meet you. And you're welcome to come in here anytime you see me on. And if it's about drama, just stay out of it. It's not good. Maureen's capsules helping many with MS, cancer, diabetes, and heart. Oh, wow. Yeah. You say Moorings? Cece says, I'm taking naproxen for my knees. I've taken that before and it helps. It's working wonders as far as the pain goes. I've done that. Yes, I watch people, but don't like the drama, so I stay quiet. I don't like the drama either, but sometimes, Janet, it just comes to your door and you have to say something. Oh, Moringa. Okay. Leave the drama to the llamas. Thank you, Crystal. Right. I just want to chat. I just want to chit chat. I want to be left alone. I want my babies left alone. Be sure and watch Action News Nighttime News on December the 2nd. December the 2nd. Diane, send me a message so I don't forget. On eBay, Moringa. Let me look, see how much it is. And it's for pain, Anna? Is that what you're saying? It's for pain? All right, I can't see the side chat right now, you guys. Oh, yeah, that's cheap. $6.25 a bottle. I'm going to check it out. I'll talk to you later. Stay warm. You have a really good day. Enjoy your knitting or crocheting. I know that's not the same thing, but enjoy it. I have found a 36-pack of Crunchy and will buy it for you for early 2020. I'm comprising my list for your shit. I am, Kyle. All kinds of good snacks. And I'm actually going this weekend to buy some of it. I told you to be around the end of November, beginning of December. So I'm getting it together. Have a great day, Janet. Pookie said. No more than 5 a bottle. It's 6. Well, this one is 6 something a bottle, but you know how they do. It just depends. They've got the powdered kind. They've got moringa leaf. But I will definitely look into it because there's all kinds of options with these herbal things. Isn't that nice, Diane, that we met another person from this area on YouTube and she seems pretty amazing. She does volunteer for NICU for the babies. Oh my God, that's so awesome. You can mix some eucalyptus, lavender, black pepper, marjoram, peppermint essential oils, and some olive oil for your pain. You just made that so confusing. But how much? I mean, you got to have a measurement thing. Crystal, send me the measurement thing and the list on Facebook Messenger so that I can have it on hand because I won't be able to find it in the chat. Don't get other than capsules. Okay. It's for pain? Yeah. Okay. Two-ounce oil, 3 drops each oil. 3 drops of each of the oils. Lord woman. Ginger candy, sweet gourmet off of Amazon. You okay, baby Jack?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. Usually he's like all day long, I love you, Nina. I love you, Nina. I love you, Nina. And I'm like, I love you too. And he's been quiet, so I was kind of concerned. I was just kind of worried because I hadn't heard from you with your normal stuff. Two-ounce olive oil. Mm-hmm. Jack.
What?
Kyle says, hey.
Hey.
Hey. He's in the futon in the front room there, staying warm. It's chilly. I actually wore, dude, people, look. I'm the flip-flop queen. Look at this shit here now. Look. I wore tennis shoes this morning. I don't do that. I had to dig these tennis shoes out from under the chair in the room where I had them stored. Got a message. I'll send more recipes on Facebook to the boys. Okay, cool. Aaron said for me to ask you, what is that stone that you gave me that you keep in your pocket and you can rub and stay calm and peaceful? The box you gave me, I've got it up on top of my closet. Not in the closet, but on top of the closet, and it's pushed too far back and I can't reach it, and Doug keeps forgetting to pull it down. But all right, bye, Crystal. If you're leaving, there you go. Have a good day. Leave me alone. He's watching leave him alone. He's watching SpongeBob SquarePants. No, he's not. He's playing a game on the tablet. Color of the stone. It wasn't the heart-shaped pink one. It was the flat. It was flat, and it was. I mean, it's a real comfort in stone. I mean, just the texture and the smoothness and the shape of it was amazing. I'll have to check. This was a really nice way to start my morning, but I have to go get John Boy moving so we can get our running started. Have a wonderful day, Pookie. Thanks for stopping by. It's a deep color. It's a really deep, like a deep earthy color, like gray, brown. It's a little bit of everything going on. I'll check it. I will get Doug to pull it down today, and I'm hoping that the little slip is still in there with the name of what it is, and then I don't have to worry about it. No, it's not an amethyst. I'm sure of that because I do. It's a little bit of everything going on. That's what I think it is right there. Lepidolite. Lepidolite, whatever, yeah. Oh. Ooh, there was a wreck on Atlantic. He sent me a picture. My friend did. An 18-wheeler. Is that a bad accident or just a fender bender? What did you think of the photo of the Vegemite shapes, Corey? I thought you were a monster. That's what I thought. You had this amazing food, and then you went and made it Vegemite flavored. What a beast. I will hug baby Jack for you, since he's already made me sick anyway. Anna says she does crystals. Natural lithium. Spell it, Neener. Spell what? What did I say? I don't know what I said. Good morning, Rory. You know what, Rory? The most ironic thing happened. Somebody popped into my side chat that I've never spoken to before, and she lives in my area, and she remembers the evictions and the situation on Mayport Road when the mobile home park was closed down. Imagine that. She said, yes, I do. She remembered it. Her son lives out there. I mean, that is such a coinky dink. I've never spoken to that chick before. Okay, Janet needs to come back. She's chatty. Everyone else is just kind of sitting here. It's Doug. Oh, there was a semi truck on fire. Oh my God. Listening while I get my Poshmark sales ready to send out. Oh, maybe you know her son from the park. No, I don't think he lived in the park. He lived in the Atlantic Beach area. He lives out there. But she's from here, so she remembers that happening when they closed down the mobile home park. I mean, it was all over the news. That was my eviction. Me and everybody else in the park. Traffic clogged up both sides. Are you out of the traffic now? Has it cleared up any? Or are you done? Where are you going anyway? Neener. Oh, Neener. You know, like, because you know how every new grandma chooses what they want to be called. My family already has a dawdall. It already has a nana. It already has a meemaw, a mama, a nanny, and a mimi. Did I already say mimi? And I don't like any of those anyway. So I'm Neener. That way, when I was like, I want to be Neener. And my family was like, why do you want the baby to call you Neener? I was like, I want all my grandbabies to call me Neener. And they said, why? I said, that way, before they're able to speak, when they're sitting in their little walkers, they can go, call me like that. Neener, Neener, Neener. Come here, bud. Hey. Hey. Come here. You feel bad today? You must be sick because I haven't heard you say I love you, Neener.
Yep.
Say hi. Show them what you lost. Hold your lip up. They can't see it. Did the tooth fairy visit you? What did he bring you?
Money.
How much?
2
pennies?
dollars.
Ooh. What did you buy?
I'll remember.
All right. Say bye to everybody.
Okay, bye.
Baby Jack, you're going to flip that chair, bud.
Over here.
There was a huge uproar over people not having a place to go. The closing down of the park. Many didn't know they were closing down until it's gone. Oh, until they got their notice. Yeah, it was bad. I love you too. Diane remembers it. Exactly. That was my eviction, Diane, that they're trying to say I've been evicted before. Me and everyone that was in that park. I did a background check on myself and realized my ex-roommate never took me off a lease. She ended up dying, but ended up on my credit. Had no idea till yesterday. You know what? I doxed. I use my dox programs that I have access to and dox myself to see what's out there, and I'm like, God, I'm good. My daughter Shane said, "There's nothing wrong with your past, Mom. Sometimes shit happens in life, like with you, and sometimes you're a piece of shit, like with someone else." She said, and that's basically what it boils down to. Hi, Sig. I don't think anyone's called on her. It ain't gonna be me. Isn't that gonna be me? It says you have no content, Sig. Where's all your content? And you had content. Where's your content? What, buddy? Crackers?
Got some crackers.
There's crackers in the door, right here. Up top in the door. Not a big deal, though.
Can you move
It was
chair
like
up?
16 years ago. I doubt it affects my credit.
Can you
Yeah,
move the
yeah.
chair
You
up?
had shown the in paper article. I did, and it's the link is still there under my video about what happened there. And you know what? Somebody was trashing me because my cat's not spayed. They heard her crying. That wasn't why she was crying. Rory died a couple weeks ago. And so ever since Rory passed away, Kitty Girl wanders the house about every 5 days and just cries and cries all day. And then she'll lay down for a while. Then she'll get up and cry again. And then she's fine for about 5 days to a week. So that's what she was doing. And if the best you've got is to insult me because my cat's not spayed, I'll take it. I'll take it all day long, every day, because we have breeders out there who don't spay or neuter their pets. But they do it because they're looking at cash cows. Those are the ones that you should be going after. All my content is on boy parodies. Oh, okay. Crackers with Vegemite, Jack. It will help your cold out. It'll make him start coughing worse and he'll puke, and then I'm going to have to clean it up. Rory got sick quick. I don't really want to talk about it. She got really sick really quick and totally out. Just did not see it coming. Didn't see it coming. Like, I mean, sick was all we thought. Just, a little sick, but quick. But we buried her back here. The boys dug the hole and we put her in a box, and the boys put little things in there for her. And then, yeah. We still have Cat and Kitty Girl. Last week I got a telemarketer to sing happy birthday. It took about 2 minutes to talk him into it. Then I wouldn't listen to his marketing crap. Diane! I don't neuter my dogs, but I don't breed them or let them run. Yeah, my cats don't run. As long as you are responsible, why castrate your animals? Well, it's healthier. It really is. It's truly healthier. Sorry for your loss, Corey. It's cool, Sig. It really is, but thank you. I mean, that's one. Don't forget, I ran a rescue for a long time, and you really come to terms with these animals are not our equals. It's hard to come to terms with that until you really have a massive, overwhelming position with them. And I had a lot of animals, and I had to come to terms with they're not my equals. They are animals, and they live a minute period of time compared to us, and letting them go is just something that you got to do. So I didn't cry when Rory died until 36 hours or so after that. I was laying in the bed, and Cat jumped up on the bed and was looking for Rory, and I know she was because they were together constantly. And that's what tore me up. That's what tore me up, was seeing Cat confused. I couldn't handle that. Interesting enough, The place I looked had all the education institutions on there in the job section. Never seen that before. I heard someone called the court and she has an outstanding warrant. Really? That's what the paper said. The paper said that. And, she had lived at that address. Thomas was there before her. Before he ever met her, he had that address. And so she lived there all those years. All the documents stop at 09. So she moved. It looks like she moved when she found somebody to put a roof over her head. And so she moved with her mom, and they waited as long as they could, because they don't toll your probation until quite a bit of time has passed. So there was quite a bit of time that passed until they didn't know where she was. Now, if they weren't able to locate her, that means that they never knew she was there, because she'd lived there since she went there. That's the same address that she was at. So she was missing that whole time. Think about it. Good morning, Boyd Investigations. Good morning, YouTubers. Stopping by to share my love and to thank each and every one of you for subscribing and stopping by my channel. Well, thank you for finally giving some of us some vindication so that we can go on with our channels and just make content and not get freaking assaulted every time we turn the camera on. It's been so peaceful. Have y'all noticed how quiet Boyd has been? It's been nice. That mugshot. Now, see, I wasn't going to talk about this, but Doug, I'm going to play y'all what Doug said. I didn't notice it, but my baby Smacks did. Listen, my baby Smacks picked up on this shit. I sent it to him, and then he called me and said, "What the fuck did you send to me? Is that who I think it is?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "Oh my God, did you find that?" I said, "I didn't find it." Now listen to what Doug said.
Hey, I just was looking at that arrest report that was in front of that picture. Did you notice it was 4 a.m. when she... What is she doing up?
You know what? Someone just freaking called me in the middle of that. Hold on. I'm going to do it again so that you can hear it. Okay.
Hey, I just was looking at that arrest report that was in front of that picture. Did you notice it was 4 a.m. when she got arrested? What is she doing out perusing town at 4 o'clock in the morning, trespassing, no tags, no insurance? What the hell's what's her deal there?
Yeah, when he got home, we were talking about it, and I said, you know what? And in order to get a criminal trespassing charge, this is not the end. More to come on other liars, scammers, and pedophiles. Ooh. In order for there to be a criminal trespass, there has to be a business owner, a resident, or a homeowner or property owner to say, I want her to be trespassed. Why would you take your tag off? It wasn't an expired tag, because that's a whole nother legal code. And it says expired tag. You know, anyone that's had an expired tag knows this. It was no tag. No tag. Tag removed. I saw that. I may just buy one. The mugs, not me, because you could wash that mug all day long. It'd still be dirty. I don't want to drink out that. But, you know, I'm going to take in a lot of rescues until we can find forever homes for them. We have a dog, 4 cats, 2 parts right now. None of them are happy. We got 8 inches of snow last night. Ooh. I feel for you. I used to get upwards of 25 to 30 cats at a time, 15 to 22 dogs. I had goats. Any little critter that was thrown in that someone found injured, whether it was a lizard, a squirrel, a raccoon, a possum, whatever, and a turtle, whatever, you know, and it got really expensive. We as a community need to stick together and have a safe, fun place to enjoy. Yes, all right, Boyd Investigations. Has it not been so quiet? It's been nice. I mean, this is enjoyable. This is nice to just be able to Talk. Just talk. Parrots. Okay. You meant parrots. I'm a freak. If I know I'm moving, I start moving 2 months in advance. Want the new place to be put away perfect and items I don't want sold. It's peaceful. It's been nice. I'm enjoying this. You know, if we can't all coexist, if you're having an Avon gathering for people to buy, say you're having a Tupperware party, okay? No, let's not do a Tupperware party. Let's do, a Tupperware party. We're doing a Tupperware party. And we're enjoying, and then all of a sudden, a Tasmanian devil comes barreling through the door and just starts shredding all the Tupperware and throwing the lids across the room and flipping the table over. Kind of takes the fun out of the Tupperware party. You know? Home interior. Let's do home interior. They're just in there just ripping the frames apart. It's so cut and dry obvious what the problem is. And it's just, anyone that's supporting that shit cannot say another word about anybody else with a background that they've lied about. And when you base your entire existence on here, based on lies, come on. If all you can do is focus on the fact that the information is out there, then you already know she's fucked up. You already know it. Speaking of which, how's the remodel going? The kitchen looks nice. The kitchen looks the same back here. We've done nothing else. Nothing. I mean, Christmas is coming up, dude. We can't just squander the money like that. We have to be incredibly careful. We do not care about anyone past, only the people that cause problems for anyone. Enough is enough. There you go. I mean, I don't care about anybody's past. I have never said a word about any of these people in their past, what they've done. I don't care. I do not care. They didn't come on and claim things directly in opposition of the facts. Like, they didn't build themselves up on this bullshit. I mean, why not just not talk about any of it? Why would you fabricate an entire world just to give yourself an excuse to attack people? It's crazy. Yum. Sent you a photo of something new that Arnott's just released a few days ago. The nacho cheese ones, they do look good. I don't care about anybody's past. Just leave people alone. Hello, Vanessa, love. I mean, anybody that just constantly goes from page to page and looking for any comment about them and then immediately fires up a video about it to respond, they've got knee-jerk syndrome. There's something not right, man. It's not good. It's not good. Diane says, good morning to Vanessa. I mean, most people at my age and her age, they get to a point in their life, even earlier on, where they just, they prioritize what's important and what's not. But that's because I have so much going on, I guess when you don't have anything going on, you focus on what you want to focus on. Anything to make you feel, I guess, so you can feel something. I'm feeling plenty. I'm busy. You guys, I was in bed last night. I was in the bed at 9:30. I was in fucking bed at 9:30. I was asleep by 10. I took a melatonin because the boys were sound asleep by like 10 after 9. I took my shower because I did a coconut treatment on my hair to smooth it out. And I let it sit for an hour. So when it came time, I can't see. We do not care. Corey hooks at Denny's part-time, or that Rory works the strip at night. Just joking. We want to come to YouTube to have fun, learn and communicate with others, not fight and tear each other up. That's it. That's it. And people, this person will tear people up. But then when you respond, you're the bad guy. Oh, why did you do that? Why did you do that to her? Are you fucking kidding me? What universe is this? Are you serious? Some people are so up them. I mean, you got to look at history, and in this situation, facts of the life that they've portrayed, and none of it was true. None of it. And then still blaming other people for things that nobody else could have possibly done. It's insane. Sitting at the doctor's waiting to get called in. Hello, Bean, my love. I love Bean. Do you know what got her busted? I'm going to tell you what got her busted. Legalized marijuana got her busted. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even going to explain it. But that's the truth. Let people read into that whatever they want. People's true colors came out with this situation. Yeah, I have mentally noted who not to be friends with based on their reaction. Yes, some people are literally defending this shit and ignoring. They're just ignoring the facts. They're ignoring the reality of what it is. And they're afraid to lose those subs. They don't want to lose any of the people that support her. Well, if you can't be loyal to a belief or a cause, you can't be loyal to anybody else. That ain't a friend. Little secret, Bean Sprout really hates bean sprouts. She loves green beans. Yeah. I've never changed the way I am. You go back to my videos from 2015, I've been the same person, consistent. I'm not saddling up with anybody. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I can lose subs. I don't give a shit. Right. No, he didn't. Wow. That's messed up. Hello, Celeste, you Southern Belle. Oh, Celeste is a Southern Belle. If they were true, she's a hard-working Southern Belle at that. If they were true friends and were handed the truth after seeing the treatment and harassment of me and others, they are not a friend at all. Exactly. If you defend that bitch, then you defend the shit she's done to your friends. Even if they're not your friends, you defend the shit she's done to people. So I don't want any part of you. I don't want anything to do with you. So if you're watching this and you defend her and you thought you were my friend, you're not. Don't come near me. Leave me alone. And I am telling you, pick. I can't tell you who to be friends with, but I can tell you can't be friends with me. It's your choice. Celeste is a hard-working Southern belle. And just excuse it. Well, don't come crying when it happens to you. Well, they don't care. Some people are here just to grow their channel. They make it as flamboyant and as big and as ass-kissing as they can, and it's shameful. I mean, they totally flush their morals and values right down the drain. But, the things that you find out about people over the years and you reject, and then you just kind of have to come to terms with, you can't deny them after a while. You can't. I have spell check. I don't either. What? Sorry, Bean Sprout. I didn't know how to spell asparagus. You just did. That's funny. I don't know how to spell asparagus. You just did. Did you Google it first? You could have asked me. I know how to spell almost anything. I just can't always pronounce words very well, but I can spell them. Rory says you can only grow so far with the Boyd drama. After that, there's no room to grow. If you base it on drama, there's no room for content. None. Like, I've quit doing panel streams. I've been doing these, and I don't do them at night. I do them during the day. I'm not saying that I never will, I just don't anymore. I'm getting ready to paint a lamp. If the weather will ever, it's either too freezing cold or too humid. I can't get the weather where it needs to be to do my shit. You see. What? What did she ever do to anybody? That is, wow. Wow. Did she send that to you? She sent that to you? Oh, I'm going to have to message her. That is awful. I'll just probably call her. Corey's always full of surprises. And I don't always release my surprise. I got shit. I got stuff here on my info. I have never said a word about it. Not a word. I keep it to myself. Nobody knows the pictures that I receive. Nobody knows the contacts that I make or how often they're made. Let's just say I have a mini photo album of pictures, and it will grow. It grows every time I turn around. There's a new one to add. Let's just say that. I'm not going to say of who, but a couple of you know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. What? Well, that contradicts what he said to me in a message a few months ago. Wow.
Well, let's check on today's weather now. And Tony, something strange going on in the skies of southern Queensland in the past day.
Good afternoon, Katrina. Yes, we've started seeing some mysterious echoes appearing on the radar. Now, they started late yesterday afternoon over the Darling Downs with trails of blue sweeping across the southeast during the evening and overnight before it all dissipated early this morning. So, what is it? Well, it's not weather-related. Skies were clear last night and there was no rain recorded anywhere. Now, one theory is that it's a thing called chaff, small metal or plastic fibres released into the air to help shield military aircraft from radar detection during exercises. No one has confirmed that, but these streams here are consistent with something being released in the upper atmosphere over the downs, then being swept across the southeast by strong winds. Interesting nonetheless. Today, mostly sunny skies, no mysterious radar signals. Ipswich, Greenbank and Canungra pushed up to 30 degrees with 31 at Gatton and Beaudesert. Katrina, I'll be back soon with tomorrow's forecast.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to share it at all, even if she says it's okay, because I don't want no part of that. I'm just like blown away. Aircraft, yeah. Just to clear things up, no one else was or is involved with this channel, so people need to stop going after others for this, or I will go after them hard. Well, that's probably why they're going after others, is because they don't know who to go after. So she's attacking everybody. She's willing to hurt everybody just to make sure she gets the right one. People are as useless to her as if you had one bad egg and can't remember which one it is and you just dump the whole batch. That's as useless as people are to her. That's how much she cares. She'll hurt everybody to make sure she gets the one, and that's on her. It just tells you the kind of person, she is. Come after me, I did it all. That's just it. You're anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. Which is very frustrating for everybody. It's like, who the hell? We've been laughing at some people. They said this info was all out a year ago and they had this info already. Nobody had that info. Corey explains her very well. Well, when you deal with somebody and you can't, and you, like, early on, I didn't know who she was. I just knew that I was constantly getting trashed by her. And I was like, who the fuck is she? Who is she? And that was 2016. And I just, and when that happens and you really don't know the details, who this person is, what's her real name, what's her background, you start trying to just figure out what you can, which is their personality and why they act the way they do and react. And, you know. Oh, Helen, the bot will delete your message because it's caps, all caps. And I don't know why, but they delete all caps. I don't know why. Helen said, good morning, kind people. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. And I'm sorry to have to ask, but who is she? Oh, she is the one whose name shall not be uttered. It's like if you look in a mirror and say her name 3 times, she appears behind you, screaming maniacally and rambling incoherently about a false history that never existed. And it gets pretty old. All right. Have a good doctor's visit, Bean. I love you. Helen was timed out by Nightbot for 5 seconds. No one knows who I am, and I never told anyone who I am. I had others pass info on by third parties just to confuse everyone. Good luck. Sorry, Nightbot. I've got trouble seeing, so I typed in caps. Aw. Tit itcher, Diane says. Diane's so funny. Tit itcher. She does have a way of making you tits, don't she? She does. There's not a salve. There's not a medicated powder. Nothing works. You know how they can get a flea collar for your dog? There's not a skis collar. Nothing. I talked to Madison last night. She called when I was in the bed getting ready to fall asleep. She's having big time anxiety. I felt so bad for her. Where she lives it's very rural, and they have one car. And when her boyfriend's at work, she has to walk to the bus area, which is a good little hump, and then take the bus. She has to have a bus pass, and so she really doesn't get out much. And she sits around by herself a lot because he works a lot, and she's going through her medical stuff. So the medical stuff is really getting to her, and thankfully it's improving a lot. Her platelet count is doing really good. She's been dieting and going for walks, because I kept telling her, start exercising, start going for walks. When your endorphins kick in, it has a way of feeding your brain and giving you these good vibes, and you just feel better. You're doing something. You're trying to improve things. And she's finally listened, and she's doing it. It's helping some, but she still feels like separated from everything because of where she lives. That would make a good parody, a spinoff of Bloody Mary, right?
What time is it?
Wait for somebody to do the video where someone's looking in the mirror and all of a sudden behind them, there she is, just screaming all the shit she says.
What time is it?
You are a stupid bitch. Just in the mirror, and the person just standing there like, what the hell? No one will ever guess. What, bud?
What time is it?
It is 11:17. You got something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is weird. I'm not used to that. You usually say it every 20 minutes. No one will ever guess. I love you, Jack. He knew what I was talking about. I love you, Jack.
Have some more cookies, crackers.
No one will ever guess who I am, and if I told you, I think you would think I was joking, since you would never think I could do this, like the title old.
I know who you are.
Like the little old lady.
I know who you are. A good grandma.
Oh, he said, I know who you are, a good grandma. We're not talking about me, honey. I was reading someone's comment.
Oh.
Judy, hi, honey. Hello, Judy. Here. Seriously, cover your. There you go. Cover your mouth. I know who you are, a good grandma. I love you so much, baby Jack. Here you go.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Enjoy your crackers. Ugly Ox says, I have a question. That mugshot of
I have 8 cookies.
she
I
was
have 8
arrested
crackers.
at 4 a.m.
I have
That's
8
what I said.
I have 8 crackers.
I just said the same thing. I
have 8 crackers.
Who drives around at 4 a.m.? Who drives around at 4 a.m. with no tags? What the fuck was she doing? Helen says, oh, I can't. He's so cute. Helen, thank you. But I have to agree. He's pretty. He's so tiny and muscular. Like when he's getting dressed after his bath and he's just in his little underwear and his little muscles in his stomach, and it's so cute. And when he's like drying his hair and he's got little muscles in his arms, it's so cute. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. I'll just go ahead and highlight that. It's a good question. It really is. That is someone stalking or case in the area or a person. 4 a.m. Good grief. Yeah, when you're booked in at 4 a.m., I've been arrested. So I know when you're booked in, you were arrested an hour to an hour and a half prior to that. I know. I've been arrested. I've never denied that. I've got videos on my YouTube channel, this channel right here, talking about what is it? Confessions of trailer trash or confessions of trailer park life. Well, whatever. I embrace it. Good morning, JT. Meth heads drive around at 4 a.m. She's not a meth head. I'm not going to put something on her that I don't, I'm not going to do that. I mean, she's got enough on her plate. I'm not going to add more to it. And I have nothing to indicate that she would be one except for the fact that she lost her teeth. But a lot of people lose their teeth. My daughter lost a tooth from an abscess that got really bad. She lost the tooth. And she hates it. And she doesn't smile a lot because she has this thing like this. Her jaw is shifted, and they were supposed to break and reset her jaw when she was in her teens, and she lived with Doug's mom, and Doug's mom didn't want her to go through the pain, so she didn't take her to have it done. I was like, are you kidding me? She needed to have that done. But anyway, well, Corey, you came from P-Town. Being arrested was bound to happen, hun. I'm from Norfolk, so I can't say shit. Oh, God, Helen, that's too funny. Yeah, I mean, if you're from P-Town and you're not arrested, then you're not standing up for yourself. You're just asking. You're asking for somebody to mess you up. Good BI. We need to get these predators off the internet. Hi, JT. Yeah. More 757 people here. Yes, Grant. And we had somebody else in here this morning earlier. She popped in and started talking, and she lives in Middleburg, not far from me. It was nice. We had a nice little chat. It was really great. She knits stuff for the NICU in the hospital. She's done it for years. P-Town is Portsmouth, Virginia. And Helen knew. She called it P-Town. It's like, I'm from P-Town. I will mess you up. Maybe not on the internet because, that's the only place you would run your mouth to somebody from P-Town. You would not run your mouth to somebody from P-Town unless you're on the internet. That's all I can say. I'm too tired and old to fight anymore, but I'm sure I'd have a little scrap in me if I had to. If the opportunity presented itself, I have no doubt that somebody would be taking a long nap. Corey, do you mind if I send you something? I would like you to look at it and would like your take about it, or do you not want to be involved? Send it. Absolutely send it. I don't know if I want to be involved because I don't know what it is, so send it to me. Where was she on the attack now? Who? Hell no. No. It's quiet. It's so peaceful. It's nice. It's really nice. I saw that somebody said, she stopped. She's been quiet. Why are they starting it back up again? I'm like, wait a minute. So now she is the one who determines when things are said and when they're not said? That's not the way it works. You leave Lindy alone. If she's quiet, then you have to stop. No, that doesn't work that way, because I was quiet for months, and I've noticed that she has still found a way to mention me in almost every stream she did, even if the stream wasn't about me. I literally said one thing. I said to Cindy Talks, I said, well, I'm on the, hold on. Dude, I've got 1 gig speed internet. I don't know how I have that much lag. Yeah, I'm on the page for StreamYard. So anyway, I made a comment in a side chat. To avoid her seeing it and going bananas, I said, Cindy, we'll talk about this. Just email me privately. And I gave her my email, which she never did. She never emailed me. That one comment, to avoid her seeing us talking about her and getting her going and starting a trashing fest on video, triggered her to do an hour-long video about me, the truth about So Fug It. Not a drop of truth in it. But, you know, I was like, wow, I make the effort to avoid getting her going. And she got angry that she couldn't see what we were saying. And it got her going. There is no stifling her. She has to respond to everything. It is sad. I can't imagine living my life like that. That is friggin' awful. You don't have to have a bot. I just want to be clear that I am just asking your opinion. Okay. This is how Boyd used to be before that nutcase came around. Yeah. It was nice. So far, it's nice and comfy here. It seems like a nice place to stay. Yeah, it is. I'm going to just put that up there. The truth with no proof. Weird. Yeah. When you don't cut your camera on or show any documents, I mean, I don't mean, well, I showed documents a year ago about somebody else, so my word is valid. No, it's really not. Truly, truly not. I'm going over here to give some wrenches because I didn't realize a couple of people didn't have a wrench. So I'm going to give a wrench. Grant is Grant is in Virginia. Grant is in northern. Oh, Grant is Pulse of Defiance, like number 4 in crime in Virginia. Were you talking about P-Town? Yeah. P-Town is bad news. Okay, let me go see. Where are you sending it? Are you sending it to email? Rory, I just got a glimpse at your message to me. Stupid bitch. You silly. That's my Denny's parking lot. Yes, Celeste, I do. I'm reading your email. I'll look at this a little bit more in a minute, but I've read into the same thing. The same thing. Oh, you need to put it together. Okay. Oh, with the wrench, if somebody comes in and they're not the color blue, their name's not blue, then they don't have a wrench. And those are the ones that you can either time them out or you can kick them out. You can block them if they're bad, like if they're hateful or, some people might have conflict in here, and that's okay. I don't care. But if they're like abusive and being racist and homophobic and just in general throwing a lot of hate around just to be mean, kick their ass out. Yes, buddy.
What's your full name?
My full name?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I'd rather not say it on here. My name is Corey.
No, like your full name.
Nope, not
All 3 names.
all 3 names.
Yeah.
Come here and I'll write down the first name for you, sweetie. He must be getting ready to write something to me.
I don't know how to read.
But you know how to copy. You do know how to read. Go get your book. I don't believe you. Go get your book. Go get your book real
I
quick.
don't know how to read.
Go get your book.
I don't want to read.
He can read a little bit. He just doesn't want to. He's a math person. Yeah, trolls and just hateful people. They, just want to cause chaos in the side chat and stuff. Go away, head. Go on. Okay, so who's going to do that video of looking into a mirror and saying the name 3 times? Or looking into a tub of ice cream and saying the name 3 times? That would be good. No, it's got to be a mirror so you can, yeah. I really was late getting that treatment done. I'm so glad I did it, though. The coconut. Look at that gray. That thing is getting wider and wider. Look at that. So wide. I like it. I like it a lot. Those are highlights. I like my highlights. Homophobic people can kiss my ass. Haha, let's see them get past me. I confuse people like crazy. I just don't got time for hate in here. I just want to have a nice little chat. I don't want disruption and blah, 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 blah. I need more coffee. My coffee cup runneth low. So I'll be right back. It's very pretty. Well, thank you, DeMontana. It's really long. It's gotten really, really long. And since I trimmed the ends, hold on. I don't know if you can even see. Can you see it? It's getting really long. I lost all my hair, but not before. I donated 1.5 feet. Ooh, it'll come back, Anna. My coffee pot just cut off. Let me go cut it back on. I was just over there. I was like just standing there, and then I sit down and it cuts off. It'll come back. My aunt lost hers too. I dyed my hair a month ago. I now have ginger, strawberry blonde regrowth, and it looks funky. I look like a ginger skunk. I gave up dyeing my hair at home, which I used to always do in my teens, because good morning, Lily Pad. How are you doing? Oh my God, seriously? I gotta take my dog out to go poo. I'll be right back. I'm just going to stick her on the chain, then I'll come right back until she's done. Hey, Mama. Okay, it has warmed up quite nicely. It is a beautiful day. Bought a couple wigs. Yeah, some people really enjoy wigs, just because they're fun, I guess. I've never worn wigs. I mean, I've put wigs on before, but they just itched my head. It's raining. Have to leave for work earlier than usual. Yeah, I'm the same way. If I have to go somewhere and it's raining, I leave early because I cannot drive good in the rain. And if it's dark and raining, we're all going to die. That's what I tell people. If it's dark, it's very iffy. If it's raining, it's iffy. If it's dark and raining, we're all going to die. We're dead. All of us. I write my last will and testament before I walk out the door to run to the convenience store in the dark rain. To Doug, I leave my laptop. To Shane and Madison, I leave my one little caboodle of makeup. I don't have anything. I leave all of my Wonder Woman stuff to my beautiful granddaughter, Cosima. I dyed my hair black. So with my pale skin, it looks scary good. Most of my clothing is black, so my fake black hair looks awesome, but the regrowth is yup. Chose to go hairless. Hee hee. Good for you. Too hot. Yeah. Wigs are itchy. Hats are itchy to me. Tip of the day, a good way to get out of a conversation. Take off your socks and hand it to the person talking. Diane, you're a mess. Gotta run, Corey. Have a great day. You too, Celeste. Thanks for coming in. Southern Belle, hard-working woman right there. I'll be right back. You keep your ear out for the dogs, okay? You hear me, buddy?
What?
Keep your ear out for the dogs. Can you do that for me?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I want you to. Oh, stray hairs in my waistband. I cannot stand it. It drives me freaking crazy. Somebody else went live. That guy, Picker Rick. Y'all ever seen him? He's awesome. I like him a lot. He is very nice. I'm taking my laptop with me to the coffee machine. You wanting coffee is making me want coffee. What's funny? Oh my God. This is when long hair really gets on my nerves. Ugh. I started walking outside and I felt like I had bugs crawling on my back and down my waistband. It was just long blonde hairs. Great, I already read that one. Have vanilla caramel coffee. I'm doing hazelnut. And I'm sorry y'all had to see my big butt. It's a badonk. A donk. I am from Portsmouth. These things happen. Jack, will you go peek through the door at the dogs, make sure they're okay?
Oh, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we're good. We're just laying down inside.
Okay. Corey, I just realized I do not have your email address. Oh, it is. Okay. You have it now. Shit. Can I take it for a spin in the California rain? People aren't used to it. Gets scary. Let me tell y'all what. The next computer I get is going to be a ThinkPad. I've had this thing since summer of 2016. And it has never given me any problems except for when I was watching Hellboy, because I love Hellboy. He's sexy. I'm sorry, I'm weird. Hellboy is just, and he's one of those gentle giants. I love gentle giants, and I love nerds too, though. I really love nerds. The skinny little, not cool but thinks they're cool kind of nerds. I like them a lot. But anyway, I was watching Hellboy. I went off on a tirade there. I was watching Hellboy and then it wouldn't play. And then I was trying to make it play and it wouldn't play. So I went to open it and it wouldn't open. I was like, what? So I got to take it up to Geek Squad up the road there and get them to open this. Am I the only weirdo that thinks Hellboy's hot? I think I might be. No, I'm sure there's got to be a Hellboy fan club. Not for people that like him as an action hero, but women that are like, I want to have his babies. I want your little red children. Or your big red children or whatever. All right, for all you ladies out there, what is your type of guy? I'm curious now because I've put it out there. I've already talked about my weird turn on for Hellboy and for Shrek. But Shrek's not as tough. I don't, and he's smelly. But Hellboy, definitely Hellboy, but Shrek's pretty cute too. I'm so weird. But at least I'm not a liar. I'm being honest about it, even though it might not be a popular thing. I will say, but yup. What? So you ladies, what's your favorite kind of guy? Lily, I live in the Seattle area. All it does is rain here. See, we were going to move to Washington State because my son lives in Canada right there, right over the border in Surrey. Well, right outside of Surrey. He was in Surrey, but he's not now, right by Vancouver. And that's where him and his wife live. But I can't handle the weather. The rain, it's just so depressing. I can't do it. I miss my son, but you know, we looked at Bellingham. We looked at Bain. A couple of others as well. Funny, intelligent, kind, and must wear cologne. Love long hair. Really? Sense of humor is a must. Trustworthiness. Like, I can tell Doug anything. I can go to Doug and go, I have to tell you something. He'll go, what? And I'll tell him something that's going to upset him. And it's something that I shouldn't have done. And he will forgive me. He doesn't hold anything against me at all. Nope. I wouldn't trade Doug for nothing. There is not a rich enough man that could take could take his place. Oh, that looks delicious, Kyle. Look at that delicious looking coffee, you guys. Look, you guys, look. Shit. Look, can you see that? That's a delicious looking cup of Java. Is that cinnamon on top? What you got going on there, Kyle? Yeah. Trustworthiness and understanding. And, you know, there are a lot of women out there that would take advantage of Doug and the kind of guy he is, and they would just keep screwing up. Nobody's going to forgive them. And he has voiced his opinion that he's very glad that it's never been that way for me. Oh, Corey, my friends say, I want it all. LOL. That's why I'm single. No, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. You make your list of all. Oh, yeah. Campfire chat coming next week. Oh, you're going camping. You make a list of all the attributes that you admire in a man or you think you would like. Sometimes you put an attribute up there that you really, and then out of all, put them all. And then you pick the top 5. And that's what you make sure that you value them accordingly. And then you get your top 5. And then of those top 5, whenever you meet a guy, if like some of them don't apply to him, are you willing to sacrifice them? And that's the only way you can really narrow things down. If you make a list this long, you narrow it down to 5, and he has like 3 that apply to him, and then a couple of the ones that didn't make the top 5 still might be good, all I can say is when it comes to a guy, I don't think anybody should totally rely on their heart, because love can blind you to a lot of other shit, Chocolate powder on the froth. Oh, yes. I'm going to go check on my dogs. They're all being good babies. Look at them, my sweet mamas. I'm going to take a picture and show you guys my girls. Hold on.
Here, can I take a picture?
Good girl. Okay. All right. Bullshit. This thing is saying that there's not enough space. Lies. All lies. I don't even have any videos. Wait, where are these videos here? They shouldn't be. I already removed everything. It ain't letting me. Never mind. 61 never married, gave up now. What? No, don't give up. You never know. Nothing compares to my beloved ex. Oh, Lily. Yeah, like, some women would totally take advantage of a guy like Doug. And that means they don't love him. I love him. I don't screw up and then go to him to hurt him and take advantage. And that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, like over the years, but with age that all ended. But when we were younger and we had the kids and I would screw up and I would do something I shouldn't have done, I could go to him and tell him and he'd be like, it's fine. We'll work through it. We're good. Or we'll manage. I'm surprised that women even talk to us after puberty. Most guys I've been around are assholes. See, I don't even know. Are you a chick or a... Wait a minute. I didn't even think to check. Are you a man? Are you a woman? I didn't even... I see cars. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I'm assuming that this is a fella. So D Montana. Oh, this could be a woman. Yeah. Are you a woman? Are you a man? I don't know. I never asked you. It doesn't matter. I still think you're great. The men I met just used me and pocketed their shit. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have found my literal soulmate at 18. I mean, that just doesn't happen in this day and time. Where I was allowed to be myself. I didn't have to pretend or alter me. I'm that woman that after she got married, I would go, like one night I went on the trampoline after we had some drinks and we're playing cards. And I went outside at 2, 3 in the morning and was jumping on the trampoline and took my shirt off. Freedom. And he just stood there and watched me. And I threw the shirt and it landed on his head. I'm a 66-year-old man. Okay, well, hello, sir. I think I just assumed that you were a woman because mostly chicks come over here. Thank you, Anna. But Doug just dealt with my wild oats that I was constantly sowing. I just, you know, I'd get angry. I'd break a screen door. He'd fix it. Rip the door off. He'd fix it. With the piano hinge. You know what I'm talking about? The piano hinge, the long hinge. Yeah. Snatch that shit right off. That was back in Virginia when we were in our 20s. Doug just dealt with it. He stayed calm. Very fortunate. Because you can't change who you are. Your core, you are who you are at your core. And he is who he is at his core. We balance each other. We can't have two people that act like me. So he was the calm, Sometimes it would anger me and I'd be like, why aren't you reacting? And he'd say, what do you want me to do? I'm like, act like you give a crap. Do something. I love coffee. But now with age, I appreciate that he's like that. That's why it's nice here. A lot less testosterone. Right. I don't know. I've got chesticles. Things can get pretty tough. I can throw down in a bar parking lot now. Don't mess. You need to buy you a nice Lindy mugshot mug for that coffee on your... I am not... JT, you saw what I said. The problem with that mug is that you can clean it till doomsday and it'll still be dirty. It would just feel dirty. I can promise you that any mug shots that I might have out there, I know I look like shit in every one of them, because every time I got picked up, it was because I was snapping off, I gotta go. I'll be right back, you guys. Wait a minute. I gotta grab the dog. Or they'll shoot out the gate. Here, Sauce. Come on, Joel. Have a good day. Will, you didn't see him walk right past you?
I was too busy with my game.
Sasha, come on, Sasha.
Have cereal?
In a minute. We're gonna make lunch in a minute. I gotta make my salad, little man. I always see Will off if I'm up and around when he leaves for work, so he can have a good day. That damn table just jumped out in front of my toe. Ow! Jay, her mugshot is actually the most flattering pic of her I've ever seen. Right! Yes! Thank you. I thought the same thing, and it's not photoshopped. It is literally her. And like I said, she's not a jackal. She's not ugly. I mean, sometimes ugly comes from here, I just couldn't do all the things that she's done and still feel like I had any right to trash anybody. I don't know. I guess that's where most of us are separated as humans from those that just are lacking something. I wouldn't be able to I don't trash anybody any fucking way. I mean, we might discuss things that aren't positive about somebody, but I certainly would back it up. I just sent you an email. Okay, sir. I will go get... I'm guessing, sir. Let's just assume that's a sir. I guess, again, I don't even know. I'm just assuming. Okay. What? I'm going to mute my microphone. I guess I'm going to let y'all see my reaction as I look at this. Okay.
Yeah.
What, buddy?
My cereal.
I told you in a minute.
Whoa.
And I meant in a minute. Got it? Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Go sit down and play with your tablet. Baby Jack, don't. Honey, you're going to get hurt. It's not a jungle gym. It's furniture.
My name's Jumping Jack.
Damn it, man. Okay.
You know, I switched my name. Do you know what my next name is called?
What is your next name?
Jumping Jack.
Jumpin' Jack.
Because I jump
Your next name
around
is
all the
Jumpin'
time.
Jack.
Because I jump around all the time.
Yes, you do. Steve Punk. Steve Punk made me an amazing painting. It's in my RV. I haven't gotten a lot of my stuff since we moved into the place, but I have, and I'm going to hang on my shelf. I have a YouTube shelf that Doug built for me, and I've got all my neat stuff on, and I have a lot more to unpack to put on that shelf, and that's going on there. Okay, I'm going to watch this now, you guys. I'll be with you in a moment. I felt like I had a stray hair, something. I don't even know what that's about. Okay. Okay. Those dates are very inaccurate. Like, way inaccurate. This one from 5/14/2016. I've seen that one other time, but no other time than that, though. It seems like a lot on the whole thing of phones, that's for sure. And, okay. The emails are spot on. There's one here that I've only seen one other time. That may be a fluke and really doesn't belong. Some of these are actually extensions of a spouse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. This is a terrible app. Look what it says for the section around the 2-minute mark. Very inaccurate. Oh, here we go. That's accurate. That's not. The judgments should be right around like 32,000 plus. I think the reason that one shows up is because it was a forcible detainer. The other ones didn't show up. Celeste has a home and it's hers. So I don't see what the problem is. Hello, Geo1. I'm still looking at this. Oh, yeah. Registered to vote in the 80s, but not no more. I mean, not anymore. Okay. Personally, I wouldn't use that that particular app. Oh, this, okay. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Hold on. I can always pause it if I need to. $2019, yep. Yep, I know all of these right here. Oh, interesting. How much? Plea of guilty. No jury. That's really old. It wasn't for much either. Just over $100 is not much. Those things happen. I mean, you know, that's life. Wow. Just kind of skipping through here a little bit. Under that name, there's very little because it's not the name. Very limited stuff on that name. It's a fabricated name. The history only goes back, what, 5 years at best? But we're the liars. Gotcha. All right, I'm sorry. I've neglected you all. I'm sorry. Let's see. I didn't rename my channel. I started putting my videos on Steve Punk UK last January because I couldn't get into my main channel. You couldn't get into your main channel? That's awful. The problem with people will use that info stating the other to not be true. Yeah, but that's not the name. That's not Okay, Corey, I better head off to bed as I need to wake up at 11 a.m., 7 hours away for work, so I need some sleep. Good night, Kyle. Have a good sleep. Have a good day tomorrow. I'm not using that. I just wanted to try it. I gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say, like we were talking. Hold on one sec. Yeah?
Cereal.
You'll get your cereal in a minute.
Can I get it myself?
No, you cannot get it yourself. Hold on.
Aaron lets me get it myself later.
She's worried about Stellar's cash. Pay the restitution to your... I don't care about other people's money owed to them. That's not my business unless I cannot stop with the drama. Then it's my business. If no one messes with me, I don't mess with them. I have a channel that's been up since 2006. This one right here. I do not mess with people unless they mess with me or mine. I don't. And I've got proof. Look at my channel. I'm not a drama channel. That doesn't mean I won't partake in some drama when I need to. Whatever it takes to protect me and mine. Some people just get angry that I have a me and mine and they don't have anything but a me. So they're mean. Jack wants cereal. Jack, you are not starving. You had a big old nice helping of good old hearty oatmeal and a boiled egg. You can hold on. Look, we ate at the same time. Same exact time.
Here,
What?
I want my cereal.
I know. Hold on.
I'm hungry.
Jack, stop it.
There's a bell.
This child loves bread.
My breakfast.
What?
Crackers are my breakfast.
Crackers are not your breakfast. Oatmeal and a boiled egg was your breakfast.
And cereal is my lunch.
Yeah. I mean, someone threatened CPS. It's on. Exactly. Especially when I have audio of this person saying that the boys were fortunate to have me. And text of them saying it. Here.
Oh.
I don't change the way I view somebody as far as their life based on whether or not I'm mad at them at the time. That's what children do.
Oh.
That's what teenagers in middle school and high school do.
And kindergarten.
And kindergarten, Jack says. But grown women don't do that.
Not even grown men.
Not even grown men. Unless they're YouTube trolls,
Not
then they
grown
do.
men or grown women.
Trying to see if I can highlight someone else's stuff. Diane said, see, I missed it. Always have, I missed it because I was checking D. Montana's page and I missed what Diane said. Always have said hubby was God sent. He's kind, very generous, loving, and ready for a full-blown convo as soon as he turns the kitchen light on in the morning. That's awesome. Doug usually doesn't wake up until he's walking out the door. He waits till the last minute. He'll hit the snooze until I want to punch him in the back of the head. And the last thing I want to do is talk to Doug in the morning. I'm not even going to lie. Not morning people, me and him. Not together. Because he's a button pusher the moment he wakes up. Like the moment he wakes up. He's fine later on. But when he wakes up, he's ready to push buttons. And I'm ready to let him and handle it. And so we just don't talk in the morning too much. If I'm awake when he leaves, I'll say bye or whatever, you know. But he typically will leave and I'm still asleep because I get an extra like maybe 20 minutes after him. So I have my own alarm. Last night he kept kicking me. No, it was the night before. He kept kicking me. And I was like, stop kicking me. He thought I was the dog in the bed. Speaking of which, I got to go check on my dogs. I'll be right back. Come on, ladies. Come on. Joe. No? Okay. Okay. I wake up after my second to fourth cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee every day. I used to, but I'm so absent-minded these days that typically I will forget. I forget the dumbest stuff. I forget to go buy coffee. I'll know I'm out. But I'm not thinking about it unless it's morning. So in the evening when I go to the grocery store, I don't even think, and I'll go 2-3 days without any coffee. And I'll be like, oh, I've got to remember to get coffee. So I forget coffee. I forget, what else do I forget? Wait a minute. Okay. I forget coffee. Some days Doug will come home from work and he'll be sitting here with me and he'll say, I'm getting ready to start cooking. I am hungry. And I'm like, I think I'm hungry too. He starts laughing. Did you forget to eat again? I did. I didn't feel like cooking anything, so I just didn't friggin' eat. What I'll do is I'll just keep slamming bottled waters. I just keep drinking water. And it does not benefit my weight at all because I'm starving my body and my body's retaining the fat. So I forget that. I forget what I forget. That's how bad it is right there. That's how bad it is. I work PM shift, live on coffee. I set my coffee maker up every night before bed, set the timer for when I wake up. I just get up and make it. Doug always tries to remember to do that for himself. Saucy, get away from that right now. Get. Come here. Mommy will see you. Come here. Come here, my little beautiful girl. My beautiful. I'm going to put a little knife in her hand and make a video of her stabbing people. Watch. Little psycho Chi-Chi. Psycho killer. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Oh, you smell like the outside. You enjoyed that sunshine, didn't you? Stinky green. Don't go to that. Don't do it. I'm not going to keep talking to you. I'm going to put you in the kennel. My eyes are so blurry. It's a she. Her name is Sasha, but we call her Saucy. She looked up at me and wagged her tail. Saucy. We call her Saucy and Sausage and Sasa. She's my little saucy. She's my little saucy. Look at that pretty pink belly. Look at that pretty pink belly. Oh, my God. And Joel looks like a giant wiener dog. She looks like a giant dachshund. She truly does. People should never mess with someone's children. Kids are off limits. Yeah. And these are my grandkids. I agree with you 100%. Be mad at me on here, argue with me, be crazy. But when you start giving out my address on a video and telling people this is the address, call CPS and have the kids removed, Am I homicidal when that happened? Oh, honey. And not that I'm worried that, they would find anything, but they have to come to every complaint. And clearly nobody took her up on the offer because nobody showed up. But children are absolutely off limits. These kids have nothing to do with it. And they have moved from their mother to me, and they are with me. And that is final. It's looking like, at least for now. And Saucy, there is no reason to wreak havoc on two little children. The kids have got nothing to do with it. But when you have no ammo and you're a vicious piece of garbage, a trash bag full of trash bags, you will. Which anyone if you've never had kids and you've never had grandkids, it's easy, I'm thinking, to do something like that, because you can't possibly relate or understand what it's like. And definitely no heart to want to put kids through that. That's a very focused, psychotic mentality to be able to do that and feel good about it. And for the people that follow it and encourage it and support it and have no problem with it, says a lot about them too. Move, Saucy. And when they claim the children are in danger, but yet they're not seeing anything more than everyone else is. My channel is open. Go look at my videos. You've got to realize the person's got something wrong with, screws or not. I won't say there's a screw loose, but the screws have fallen out. They're not there anymore. D. Montana, exactly the dipshit claims I have young children. Here's a clue. They're young men. Yeah, my kids are all grown. My daughter is 24. She just turned 24 in August. I have a son he'll be 27 in February. And I have a daughter who just turned 29. So my babies are grown, got babies of their own. I'll be 49 next week. I don't have, these boys are fortunate to have people that can care for them and care very well for them. We were living the RV life we wanted to live. We paid cash for it so we wouldn't have any debt, and a big RV at that. And when we got the boys, we found this, paid cash for this so we wouldn't have any debt, and we put a roof over their head. So yeah, they're in danger. Clearly they're not cared for. I don't know how anybody supports it. I don't understand how anyone can defend or support that. I just don't understand. I guess because I could not possibly do it. I could not relate to that. If my very dearest, bestest friend in the world was doing that, I'd be behind the scene going, bitch, you need to calm down. This is not worth that. Yes, you do, Corey. You take care of them very well. Bean's been to my house. Her and her wife came. They visited me. They drove to Jacksonville and they came and visited. They took me and Doug out for dinner, out to dinner for our anniversary. So, hats off to you, Corey. Those boys will appreciate you for it. They already do. Lily pad, they really do. What, buddy?
When are we done with that so I can have my...
oh, stop.
Cereal?
You're going to get your cereal. You're not starving. Calm down.
My cereal
That's all. Huh? What?
I want my cereal right now.
I know you want your cereal right now, but here's the deal. Want in one hand and poop in the other hand and see which one gets fullest first. The poop hand. Yes. He's going, mm-mm. Yeah, I enjoyed y'all being here. I cannot wait for us to get together again. Like if we could get together, I don't want to go to Disney though. I don't want to go to Disney. Everybody that I know that's been with kids said you spend the whole day waiting in line. If you can't go and spend a week there or like 5 days, you're wasting your money. The majority of your time is spent in lines. And I just ain't got that kind of money. She knows, let's see, better give him cereal or is going to call CPS.
Cereal.
Yeah, they can call. children need to learn patience as well, and they need to know that they're not the center of the world and there are other people around them, because when you spoil them, they end up becoming YouTube frauds, fabricating lives that don't exist. Just saying. So I'm not going to have that problem with him. He's going to know that he's not the center of the world. He's loved, and we're all equal in this house when it comes to care and concern.
If I'm loved, why are you giving me cereal?
He said, if I'm loved, why aren't you getting me cereal? He's so sassy. Over there smiling. Take a cruise. I want to take the boys to Disney, not you. You can take them. Just tell me how much it is, and you can wait in lines.
You could take a cruise.
I know, right?
Cereal.
He said, you could take a cruise with some cereal. He said, if I'm loved, why aren't you getting me my cereal? I love his personality. I was mocking Doug in the car last night. We were going somewhere, and the boys were in the back seat. So we went to Burger King, and we got the boys the burgers, and we were in the car, in the car. And I was mocking Doug because he said something, and I was like, nee, 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 nee. And Jack said, that's a pretty good pop voice you did there, Neener. He said, he sounded just like him. Then he called Doug
A baby head.
a baby head. I said, Doug, you just got fried by a 6-year-old.
6-year-old kid.
A 6-year-old kid. JT says, when I go to Disney, I get there when it opens and have my fast pass rides already figured out. And by noon, I've already rode 7 rides. Yeah, I'm a Busch Gardens kind of chick. Williamsburg, not
And
Tampa.
when everybody sees Pop in a little baby seat, they're gonna laugh.
He said, when everyone sees Pop in a little baby seat, they're going to laugh.
Because he is a baby.
He is a baby. Auntie Bean is taking her nephews to Disney. Woo! You want Bean Sprout to take you and your brother? Listen to me. Do you want Bean Sprout and her wife to take you to Disney World?
Sure.
He said, sure. You and your brother? And I could use that time to
My brother and
the old country. That's right. And you even spelled it right, Grant. You know what's up. King's Dominion is the ghetto of Virginia amusement parks. It really is. It's like, I make the joke that you go to King's Dominion after being at Busch Gardens, and there's like tumbleweed rolling down the path, and there's somebody rubbing their crotch standing by one of the rides saying, you got a light, man? You got a light? Can I hold a quarter? It's bad. King's Dominion. Now they have the Rebel Yell, which is one of the most amazing wooden roller coasters in the United States. It never makes the list anymore because there are others, but it's not a bad one. Feeling that rickety, you know. But I haven't been to King's Dominion in, I think I was like 15 the last time I went. I might have been 17. It was a long time ago. There used to be, JT says, there used to be a place in Memphis called Liberty Land. I never heard of that one. But yeah,
That's a Liberty.
Liberty Land. Put that hammer down. If you break my quiche set, I'm going to knock you.
This?
No. That. The tart tray, honey.
Oh, this?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't go near
I
it.
do look like
Get the hammer away from it. I'm dead serious. Okay. Last time I was at King's Dominion, 1976. Dang. So you know about King's Dominion, really, in Virginia? But I'm Busch Gardens. We would get, when we lived in North Carolina, we would get the season's pass for me, Doug, Madison, Wayne, and Shane to the 2 parks. We would get the Busch Gardens and the Water Country USA. Jack, you're going to have to take that hammer over there away. Away. Don't make me get up, dudes. I want that hammer away.
I try and get
Set the hammer somewhere else away. Thank you.
now.
Because if you break it, it'll be an accident, but it'll be just as broken.
Okay.
Okay. You need to park him in front of the TV with some cereals. Oh, he's got the big TV and he's got his tablet, so it's up to him. He can park where he wants to. Right now, he's hammering nails into the old dresser that we're going to convert into the kitchen island. We're not going to use the top anyway. We're putting on a regular island countertop.
I'll give a top.
Anyway,
Something.
Knott's Berry Farm. I've heard of that. I've heard of that, and they got like good roller coasters there or some shit. Went on the roller coaster when Prego. I did that too, but I was hiding my belly. Went on the roller coaster when Prego. Older couple said, "When is she gonna go on it without going into labor? We can go on the coaster without having a heart attack." Yeah, I went on all the rides while I was pregnant with Shane. You know what Shane says? That's why I'm so panicked and paranoid all the time now. I was like, oh, shut up. You're fine. Hi, Kim C. How are you doing?
I'm cutting these wires.
You are? What is the wires from? Let me see. I want to make sure it's okay, buddy. Give it to Neener. Oh, it's a Christmas light thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Have a good day.
Oh, I broke it with a hammer so I could cut the wires.
That's lovely. Go away. Get away from my presents. Give me my space, yo. You've got the whole rest of the...
What presents? It's
Not-
not even Christmas.
Not that kind of presents. Don't be weird. Presents means where I'm at. My space. There you go. Thank you. He is such a blessing, you guys. He is. He just... Does Steve leave? I'm off. See you next time. Bye, Steve. Nice to see you back. Corey, I will send you some jam from Knott's. They sell it here at regular. Really? I didn't know they. Oh, it's a farm. Yeah, I would think they would make it. You know what? I saw a recipe online for some fruit spread, and you have to keep it in the fridge, and you've got to put the little preservatives in it. But I was going to do a video about that, like right after we moved in here, and I thought, no, I'm going to wait till my kitchen's completely done. My kitchen's still not completely done. We need probably...
It's halfway done.
That's right. We need probably...
Last one.
Baby, let me talk without you interrupting. I understood. It's cool. I knew you were talking about jam. 100. 2... I'm thinking like $600 or $700 worth of work in here to make it presentable. Maybe not complete, but I think we'll be good. So we're probably going to do it at tax time because I'm not going to take Christmas away from the kids. You know, they're going to get their Christmas. The kitchen can wait. It's fine right now. What?
The glass hurt my finger.
I mean, the beauty of it is it's paid for. No one can take it. It's ours. We don't know a dime on it. So.
The glass poked my finger.
Where in Virginia did you live? I lived in Virginia Beach for about 10 years. I think I talked to you before. I lived in Portsmouth. I know how people in Virginia Beach viewed Portsmouth. People in Virginia Beach viewed Portsmouth as the hood, and people in Portsmouth viewed Virginia Beach as snooty people. Bean, cutest avatar ever. I know, right? I'm going to tell y'all right now, Bean Sprout is a wonder, and she is a minion to me. She's my minion. I love her. She's the best minion anyone could ever have. And I've never lied to her, and I never would lie to her, and she knows me very well. She knows me very well.
And she's not Lindy's minion.
That's right. Let me see. Oh, you weren't a native. Were you the one that was telling me you were in the military, or you were from a military family? I can't remember this. A lot of people I talked to from either from Hampton Roads or are familiar with Hampton Roads, like really familiar, like Grant. Grant's familiar with Hampton Roads. Do y'all know that I actually considered when we bought this and we knew that next year we were going to buy some land, I actually considered, you know, when you get older, you start missing your roots, whether it's the roots of the cooking you had, the roots of the atmosphere you lived in, the roots of your actual home. I thought about moving back to Virginia, and then I got to looking at the real estate and I went, nah, I mean, Virginia has, let's see, what do I value at this stage of my life? For entertainment, thrifting, Portsmouth and Norfolk, and they have the best thrift stores. Oh my gosh. Bingo. I have missed bingo. And of everywhere I've lived, Portsmouth has the best bingo. So there's that. And then I know so many people there. I went to school there. I was born and raised there. My family's been there since the 1700s. The roots of Hampton Roads have been dug up. You're right.
That's a long time.
Back in a few, smoke break. Okay, hurry back to Montana.
They must have lived there for a long time.
Yes, I'm talking. I told you to not keep yapping during my stream. Yapper yap. So even though I weighed the pros and cons, I knew that once I moved back to Virginia, to my roots, to where Doug's family is at, I would miss Florida. I know it deep down. I would miss Florida. So I said, yeah. And I told Doug about it after I went through all the thoughts of it. And he was like, what? And then I said, well, wait a minute. And then I told him I decided no. We have a thrift store here that we go to, and we see a lot of the same crap like every time we go back. And then there are some things, sometimes there's new stuff. Sometimes I'll see something there that I want, but they're asking too much. And then I'll go back and it'll be marked down, and then I'll get it then. California has become ridiculous. Told my oldest not to start a family here, maybe invest, but not live here. California is outrageously priced. Everyone that I know that lives in the state says it's insane. Then there's the people who were born and raised there that don't know what I'm talking about. They're like, that's just the way that's what it costs. I'm like, you should explore the world. You're living in a money suck. Stop it. It's like, welcome to California. We're about to fall off the map with the next earthquake. Come spend a fortune on land that's going to be in the ocean eventually. You won't have waterfront land. You'll have underwater land. Earthquakes scare me. Sinkholes do too, which is why I won't ever move to the Tampa, Spring Hill, that area of Florida. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Tornadoes scare me the worst.
Tornadoes scare you the worst? He's scared of tornadoes.
Tornadoes will suck you in.
They'll suck you in?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I won't move to the Gulf Coast of Florida because I'm terrified of sinkholes.
I don't do golf.
It just scares me to the thought of a sinkhole. Just that and fire. Fire terrifies me. Oh.
I like mini golf.
I made the mistake of looking at a video a long time ago of a man being burned alive in a village. He was accused of molesting a child or something, and they dragged him like no trial, no judge, no jury. It was just a village, and they dragged him to the center of the village, and they tied him to a rod, and they set him on fire, and they recorded it. It was awful. I really honestly was gullible and naive, and I thought it was going to be fake. I truly thought it was going to be fake, and it wasn't. The minimum wage here is rising to 15 in January. And you know what? It needs to, doesn't it? Death by fire is just... Ooh. I would say drowning. Now, drowning used to be a big one for me, but honestly, when it gets right down to it and you know that you're not going to be saved, just one deep inhale and be done with it.
Can I have some more crackers? Do you know what DVD to Matilda is? Because I will play
Matilda DVD.
Yeah, I'll watch play the games of Matilda.
Okay, it should be on the shelf, honey. Just don't tear up the DVDs.
Okay.
It's on the should be on the third shelf down. One shelf up.
So it's on the second shelf?
Yep, the second shelf up. It should be with all the kids' ones.
It's actually at the very bottom shelf.
Does anybody else in here have a fear of dying fear, like one way to die that just terrifies you, the thought of it? I always feared also that my death would be so quick that I wouldn't have a chance to say goodbye. You know, like one of those deals where you see it coming and there's nothing you can do about it, kind of like a car wreck. Like you see something coming your way and you're like, oh shit. And before you get the whole word out, you're gone. Just enough time to realize that you didn't say goodbye. That terrifies me. I can't stand it. It's a terrible thought. I can't. When I see real bad accidents, I think to myself, those people left home that day, a normal day, same day as every day. They had no way of knowing, you know. So that could happen any day. Huge fear of gas. You mean like a gas leak or gasoline?
Yeah.
What?
How do you play DVD? I put it in. Nothing's happening.
The DVD remote. Do you have it? That's not the DVD
It doesn't have
remote.
any batteries in it.
Give it here a minute. Let me see.
It don't work. It doesn't have any batteries
I'm
in
going
it.
to see how many batteries you need and what kind. It does have batteries in it.
But the batteries are dead.
They're backwards.
Oh.
You goofberry crunch.
I keep my crackers.
More crackers. This kid loves it. Do you love bread?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love crackers?
I like bread, but I like toast.
He's tiny, 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 and his body craves carbs.
And I like toast.
He likes noodles. He's a carb freak,
I
this
like
kid.
toast.
He likes toast.
I like cheese.
You do like cheese.
I like bread. I even make melted cheese in the
Why are
oven.
you screaming in my face
I
with your
make-
face?
I even make melted cheese in the oven.
You do.
That's not how much I like cheese.
Here, take this in there, sweetie, and see if it... Nothing's happening. Go see if you can make it work.
You're too far away.
Go click the play button and see if it works for you, honey. Carbon monoxide. Oh my gosh. When Doug was working he's had a few jobs in the past that he would go out of town. Back in
It didn't work.
95, he started working with this place called Earl Industries. You okay?
Yeah.
And I'll have to find some batteries. You have to hold on, sweetie. So Earl Industries
I
and
think we're double A.
baby, I am talking. You've got to let me have this
I think
time.
we're double
You're
A.
still talking. They're AAAs. Yeah, you can make all the faces you want. Go away. If you need me to, I can put you down for a nap. That's what I thought. Bye-bye. So, he was working for Earl Industries, and that was in Virginia, and then they've changed names. Now they're here, and there's another name, but they're in both. They're in both spots. Their work crew came here. That's how we discovered this area, was because of Doug's job. And I had just had, I was almost ready to have Shane. I was pregnant with Shane. And we had just gotten an apartment because we had been on, with nowhere to live. We were basically just bedding down where we could because he lost the previous job because the guy, long story, the guy had a fly-by-night business and he folded and then left Doug with no work. But anyway, where's I at? Some of the guys on the work crew were staying in apartments. They had apartments here. Then they got some apartments down in Arlington. Doug and his roommate, which was one of his very good friends, they had a nice big apartment in Arlington. And then the other guys had a little rinky-dink apartment over on Mayport Road. They're gone now. The apartments are gone. They've built HUD homes there now. Really nice, colorful homes there now. But the apartments were there on the corner of Atlantic and Mayport, and they rented an upstairs one. Well, the guys didn't show up for work one day. So they sent one of the crew out there to wake them up. There was 3 guys staying there, and they broke the door down. The guys weren't answering their phone in their room, in their apartment. Carbon monoxide, but they were alive. They got an ambulance out there, and they were found. They could not wake them up. They called an ambulance, opened all the windows and doors and stuff. But that freaked me out because I was like, you could have gotten that apartment. That could have been you. Because when they were doling out apartments, Doug and his friend wanted one that was right down by their job. and they didn't get it. They got one a little farther down the road. I was like, man, that could have been you, dude. But they made it. They didn't die. But yeah, that's scary. And they were on the job. And again, having the empathy that I've got, I thought about their wives. And I was like, my God, I'm glad they made it. I can't even imagine me getting a call. Doug's out of town working. And then I get a call that he died, and it wasn't even on the job. It was some fluke bullshit, you know? So there's too many terrifying ways to die. Too many. Don't want to die in fire or because of dementia. Yeah. Dementia's sad too, because you don't know who people are. I mean, I've thought about it. What if I was talking to my mom or my dad and they just didn't know who I was? And I thought to myself, I got enough sense to know that it's dementia. Of course, they don't know who I am. I don't think it would really upset me. Unless I had something I wanted to say to them and I needed them to know that I said it. Then it would bother me. That's when it would bother me. But just in general, you know, my family has a way of finding the humor in just about everything. Just about. And we would probably laugh it off and say something like, who were you today? Oh, I was the cleaning lady today. I had an aunt that had dementia and an uncle. Great uncle, and they made jokes about, you know, how you got to handle it how you can handle it, you know. If you take everything to heart, it just makes the struggle worse and worse and worse. Codes here must have alarms. Well, this was in 95. So 95, 96, it was 96, right after we bought the house. Yeah, he got the job in 95, the summer of 95, but 96, we bought the house. It was our first house we bought. And it was that year that he went out of town. My mom had dementia. It's brutal, very sad. I know, it's got to be hard. I'm like say I've had a great aunt and a great uncle that had it. But I feel blessed that I have a family that makes it okay to take things lightly, you know. It's okay to protect yourself so that you can do what you need to do to care for them. And if you have to crack jokes about it and take it lightly, no one's gonna go, how can you do that? You know, our family is very protective of their own emotions. Each man for themselves in my family, pretty much. We don't put the weight of our world on each other. We just don't. I mean, there are times that we need each other like that, but in general, no. Do what you need to do. I remember my great uncle, my dad came over to visit him before they knew he had gotten like that. My dad came over to visit him. His name was Uncle Pete. His name wasn't even Pete, but we called him Uncle Pete. And he told my dad, he lived alone. He'd never married. He never had kids. And he told my dad that he was fussing at the man in the bathroom. And my dad said, there was somebody here, Pete? And he said, yeah, I was in there using the bathroom and he come right out the ceiling, shimmy down that rope. And my dad was like, what? And then my dad was like, I didn't think I heard him right. And then it was obvious that Pete was seeing things that just weren't there. And he fussed at a man for coming out of the ceiling, shimmying down a rope while he was trying to use the bathroom. And then when he moved in with my Aunt Shirley Jean, she's passed away now, but he moved in with Aunt Shirley Jean, and she was taking care of him. He'd sit outside in his lawn chair in the front yard and just enjoy the weather and have his little table with his drink and his snack. My dad came over to visit. He was sitting out there, and they talked for a few minutes, and then he said, Teddy, I want to introduce you to my friend over here. And he called him by name. We used to work together at the shipyard because he retired from the Norfolk the Norfolk shipyard, the Portsmouth shipyard, whatever. And he introduced him to a shrub. My dad said, Pete, that's a bush. He went, huh? And when he looked over there, then he just changed the subject. He said he'd been sitting there talking to his buddy, come by to see him. They both retired from the shipyard. I'm pretty sure my heart will go. I've already had problems with it. They tell me it'll last 4 to 5 years. You know, you really can't assume that they're right. I have a friend that's had congestive heart failure since she was in her 30s, and she got pregnant with her 5th child. They told her, you can't carry this child. And she was like, well, I'm pregnant. It'll kill you, blah, 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 blah. She carried her. She birthed her. What, buddy?
That's little crackers.
Sure. And we're going to have something to eat. Just don't be a piggy. All right, that's it. That's it. And she's still here. She's older than I am. She's had one of those things installed several years ago, and they removed it, I think, a year and a half ago. They removed it. I don't know why, but one of those things installed in her heart, and you could see it through the skin. She would, press her skin down. You could see it. Some kind of little, I don't know what it was, but they surgically installed it. I grew up with her. I've known her since I don't remember when I didn't know her, put it like that. But they were wrong about her. They said that, she only had so many years, and she was like, well, then let me raise my kids and do what I need to do until I can't anymore. And she did. And she's still here. It may have been one of those. She called it something. I don't remember it being a pacemaker, but then again, she may have given me the actual a medical term for it or something. You know what I'm saying? She may have. A stent? No. This wasn't anything with inside of her heart. Like this wasn't one of those deal where there was a blockage. It was something like a pacemaker. It may have actually been one, but she called it by the medical term or the name brand or whatever, but she had it for years. I know she was a wreck when she went to have it put in. She was a wreck. I was like, it's fine. This is basically a procedure they do all the time, and they're doing it now while it's safe to do it. It's pouring rain. Don't go. Just call and tell them no, you can't. My mom had dementia. Oh, already read that. I'm sorry. Read it again. Add moderator. There you go. How do I remove that comment? What do I do? Settings. No, that's not it. There it is. I got it. It's gone. And you were talking about codes where you're at. A lot has changed everywhere since that, because that was, like I say, 96 when they were out of town here. We came to visit, me and the kids, for Easter break. Doug came home. He flew home for Easter break, and I had the car, but he flew home for Easter break, and I have to, Corey, I work 22 miles away, 3 major freeways. Well, be careful. They also put in a pump that puts pain meds directly into your heart. Ooh, my goodness. It's a lot going on. Turn you into a robot. But we came here to visit him, and, well, because he came home for break, and then, no, that was Christmas he came for the break. It was Easter. that we came here on a plane to visit him. No, because I remember his roommate got mad that he brought us back with him. So he did come home to visit, and then we drove back. And his friend got mad, and he was like, what are you doing? He was like, they're coming to visit for a week. The kids are out of school. And he got mad. And Doug was like, this is my apartment just like it is yours. So it blew over. He didn't mind. I cleaned so they didn't have to worry about anything. But they had cleaning service come in, and the ladies knocked on the door, and I came to the door, and they were like, door's locked, like the latch, because they could only use the key. I was like, we don't need your service while I'm here. And they were like, well, we've been paid to do it. We have to. I went, go away. Keep your money. Tell them you cleaned it. I've got it. So I cleaned. They went away. But after being here and experiencing the weather here when it was cold in Virginia and seeing the palm trees and just the cool birds and stuff, and I never stopped wanting to be here, and finally convinced Doug that this is where I wanted to be. And he said, okay. So on my birthday in 1998, we moved. We left on my birthday with a big old truck full of all of our shit. One of my best childhood friends lived here too, in the mobile home park, which is why we knew about that park. Had yesterday off. I don't have days off. I have downtimes because I take time if I want to, you know. But I've always got laundry to do. I've always got dishes to wash. I always have Chi-Chi poop to clean off the doggy pad. I always have, I got to go check on my dog. Not the little dog, the big dog. I'll be back.
Yeah.
You're a good girl. Oh, come on. Hey, Jack. Hey, mommy. Hey, mommy. But yeah, I've always got stuff to do, and we moved to Florida 2 years ago. Love it. Yeah, I love it too. I wish I could. If we had 2 cars, I could do more time at the ocean front. But you know, Doug's working a full-time job with overtime and a part-time job in the evenings when he wants to, like 3 nights a week. So, you know, I got some stuff going on medically, and I can't work. And I had a really great job lined up for, I would have been starting in August, but no can do. So a really good job. A really good job. $19 an hour job. And I can't do it. So, anyone that's ever had seizures, do you know that feeling that you get right before you're about to have one? You know that feeling? You your body is like, something ain't right. Here it comes. Here, you know that? Okay. Well, I'm epileptic, but I haven't had seizures in ages. I haven't had seizures in forever, and I'm not on any meds for it, but I started getting that feeling, you know, that feeling. And the job that I had would have put me responsible for a lot of people, and it would have been dangerous for me to start having, even though the seizures never came, that feeling was there. And I was like, man, don't tell me that. Because, you know, as you get older, things change. Your body changes. And I had talked to Doug about it and said that, you know, this could very well start again. You know, this is going to start again. I can just see it. It's going to ruin I finally can work outside the home. Now, I can work outside the home, but I'm going to have to get a job that doesn't put so many people under my care. at one time, you know. So just your basic retail job is probably all I'm going to be able to do, which isn't going to pay $19 an hour. But there's not any money in the world that's going to make me risk the lives of people, knowing that I've got something that's changing within myself. But yeah. Then I've got the vertigo came back. That was fun. I cannot drive like that. I did it in North Carolina. I didn't have a choice. But nobody was ever under my care when I had it, except my own grandkids. And I would pull over when it started. If it happened while I was behind the wheel, I'd pull over. Most people know. You ever thought about online stuff, typing, etc.? Well, I've had a few people come to me about privately doing things for them that they would pay me for. Finding loved ones that they hadn't seen in ages, locating a relative that they just found out about, that kind of stuff. And they're like, you're a bloodhound. You can find anything and anyone. People make really good doing that, like typing for docs. There's a word for it. I can't remember. Transcriptionist. My daughter just looked into that. Doing closed captioning for shows. And she even went to Amazon and got the pedal. There's a pedal involved when you transcribe. And she bought the pedal. She's getting ready to delve into the classes. I think there's an online class she has to take, and then there's other classes local, not literally in her town, but locally nearby that she's got to take. But you're fine right now. You're not a single mom, and you're not 21 anymore. Stay at home. Yeah. And Doug keeps telling me, you don't need to work. You don't need to work. Not if it's going to affect your medical situation. You don't need to work. And so he went and got a night job, because that's what men do. They take care of their women. Yes, son. I'd already confided in one of my YouTube friends about the medical, because I was so excited about that job. That's a lot of money. And it doesn't require a lot of my time. And it's so easy. But
Here,
huh?
can you give me water?
I don't have any more. Remember?
What?
We don't have any more. I got to go to the store.
Oh, there's some old ones.
Where?
They're over here. See?
Go ahead and get it then. Your lazy tail did not just tell me. Remote operator must have top-notch internet speed connection. I have 1 gigabyte business internet. And when the guy came to check my line, he put his hand on his hip and said, "Why do you have 1 gig?" I went, "Because I want 1 gig." He said, "You don't need it." I said, "It isn't about need. Some people splurge on jewelry, outrageously priced makeup, perfume, shoes, handbags. I splurge on internet speed." I love little people's voices. He's so cute. Thank you. He is. He's a little doll. So he said, "I live here in this park." I went, "Oh, really?" And he told me which lot. He says, I don't even have that speed. I was like, well, that's your choice. I want that speed, so that's what I've got. He said, I'm the only one in this park that has the gig speed. It's like, I don't care. That's what I want. I pay $103 a month for 1 gig speed. And they had to run a whole new line for it. So I do have good speed. I do not need these carbs in my life. I was a teacher for mentally handicapped children for 31 years, ages 11 to 18. I really missed my job. I loved my kids. You know, I was a med tech in group homes for mentally handicapped adults. The interaction's just unique, isn't it? It's very unique. My mother was a one-on-one care for mentally handicapped adults. She had one client that she cared for exclusively. And ironically, my niece ended up marrying his brother, and they didn't even know they were related. Like, she didn't know. She was like, wait a minute. My nanny takes care of him. And he said, your nanny is Marion? She said, yeah. He was like, wait a minute. So that was weird. They didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't do it for long. But yeah, the interaction's unique. They have good days, they have bad days. You literally have to be prepared to deal, because I didn't just dole out the meds. You have to, I mean, I'm there for 8 to 10 hours. You have to handle them. You have to deal with them. You have to interact with them, prepare their food, listen to them when they need to spill their guts about random shit. So, Lily Pad, I'm a vet. Put me in a position. It is hard when you're working with handicapped adults. My mom had a friend that had her own exclusive client that she had named Herman. I cannot remember my mom's client's name. They were both black. So my mama's friend had her client, Herman. My mama had hers. So they're going to take him to see a movie, a Disney Pixar. Herman is he was almost completely blind. Neither one of them spoke. Nonverbal completely. When my mama got her client, he could not put his shoes on. He could not put on his own coat. He could not zip it up. He could not put on a seatbelt. My mom said, well, you ain't an infant, so we're going to learn you. And when she had him the first 3 weeks, he was putting on his shoes. He couldn't tie them. He had the Velcro. He was putting on his seatbelt. He was pulling up his own pants. He was using the bathroom by himself. My mama said, I am not holding a grown man's pee-pee. And she was like, I ain't doing it. Why has nobody worked with this man? But it's a really hard job. But they're standing in line. My mom told me this story, and we laughed so hard. She said, oh, God, we took Herman. And what's his name? She used to call him my brother. And every time I would come to visit, he would come over and give me hugs, you know. Can't remember his name. But anyway, they were in the line waiting to get into the theater, buy their ticket. And they hear a woman behind them go, oh, my God. And everyone's going, oh, my God. They turn around, and Herman has pulled his pants down, and he's messing with his shoestrings. He's bent over, and the lady behind him is looking at his junk. And my mom was like, oh, my God. She said, we couldn't apologize enough. It was so bad. I was like, Mom, please, no, that did not happen. Oh, it happened. Yeah, everyone saw Herman's business hanging there. It is awful. Hello, Ortho, the gay interior decorator. I know who you are. You told me. You messaged me. Way back when you first started that. That is hilarious. Gotta let the pup out. Okay, hurry back home. The gang is all here. Not all of them, but enough of them.
Fat.
Hmm?
Fat, a cracker. Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah.
Are you up to a cup noodle?
What?
Yay! Uh-oh.
Aw,
Woo! He's doing the bottle flip. Do you want a cup noodle?
what cup noodle? What's a cup noodle?
You know those cup noodles? I'll take all the vegetables out.
Oh, I also had it.
Do you want cup noodle or not? All right. I'm going to go make him a cup noodle. I will be right.
I actually want my cereal. I don't want cup noodle. I want my cereal.
cereal?
Yeah.
Why must you be so difficult?
Oh, I did it. I did it. Look. Look, Mira, I did it.
You did. I will be right back, you guys. I mean, you can still hear me. I'm just getting off the... Do you want the strawberry or do you want the honey crunch almond?
Honey, strawberry.
Strawberry? Okay.
Take all the strawberries out.
Take the strawberries out. Why do you gotta be weird? Why do you got to be weird?
I'd like to.
You
Look,
like
I
to?
landed it.
I don't know if I can pull all these strawberries out, sweetie. I can try.
Yo, yay.
Get your hand out of there.
I'll get
No.
strawberries, too.
You any what? No. Stop. No. Stop.
I'm trying to see if there's any in there.
That's my job.
I will spread it around.
No.
I spread it, you take it out, okay?
No. Can I punch you in the face repeatedly? Huh? Are you ready for me to punch you in the face repeatedly? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Hands out. No.
I'm trying to check.
Baby Jack.
I'm trying to check.
Baby Jack. Why don't you listen? Give it to Sasha. It's just one little piece, sweetie.
It was so small she couldn't even see it.
Yeah. All right, let me get the milk. Are you ready for cereal?
Yes.
It's delicious. It's sweet. It's yummy.
Have a cup of milk too. A
No,
cup.
you cannot have a cup of milk and cereal. No, you cannot.
Because the cereal has milk in it.
That's right.
Ow!
Yeah, keep your face hole shut too, by the way. All right, let's go sit at your little table. You got your chair?
Oh, I hit my tablet.
Okay. No mess. No mess.
I love you.
I love you too. Okay. I'm back. I'm finally done being a horrible grandmother. I need to go for a while. I'll be back later.
Watch
Oh,
this for a second. I
well,
gotta
thanks
use
for
the
coming
bathroom.
by.
I gotta use the bathroom.
You got a pee-pee?
Yeah.
Hurry up. I was an anger management specialist. I'm the guy they called when they got kicked. Oh, yeah. Out of school for the 3rd time. Very nice to have met you. It was nice to meet you, too. I wish you guys could spend a day with my boys. They're so pleasant. Aaron has moments. Careful. Jack, don't walk backwards.
I am a robot.
They are so...
Hold on. I made something to put on my chair because it's cold.
They're so pleasant. Aaron has moments, but with his... Well, it's not even... It's possibly mild autism now. We're starting to think it's more...
I am an e-robot.
Seriously, go. 2 hands. J, case managers, LSW can assist. It's their job to find resources. Something tells me you're just fine. Well, where's JT's comment? Let's see. Oh, I said, yeah, I already read that one about putting me in a position. Yeah. Anybody that does work involving any type of unstable mental atmosphere, you're a saint. I mean, if you do it well, if you do it without, being abusive. Got a mod for Rosie. Nice chatting with you all. Take care. You too, Kim. Thanks for coming by. Tell Rosie I said hi. I didn't know she was live. Just tell her that Corey says hello. Finishing coffee and painting the face. Corey, you're a delight. Thank you, Lily Pad. You are too. All of you guys have been great. It's been great chatting. I don't have time to be painting my face this early in the day. Well, it's later in the day now, but in the morning, unless I have an appointment, I don't have time for it. No makeup. Suffer. I got mascara on because if I don't, you can't see my eyelashes because they don't exist because I'm a blonde. I have like it's blonde. I'm a blonde. There's nothing, there's no color. I'm gonna get some more coffee. Back in just 1 second. Hey, kitty girl. Are you having a good day, Mama? You're a good girl. You're a good girl, Mama. See, you guys, she's not crying today. She's having a good day. The other day, she was having a mess of a time because of her kitty being gone. It's like sometimes she thinks of her and sometimes she doesn't. But people on the internet seem to think they know all about my life and what's going on. Because, cats go into heat and then they only last a day or two in heat. Yeah. Whatever. Finishing coffee. Already read that. How do I change that? Oh, I can share the screen. Look at there. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Huh? Screen sharing works best on a good computer. What? Use Chrome if you'd like to share audio with your screen. Oh, yeah, I can't do that because I can't get StreamYards to work on the Chrome. I've got to use Mozilla for that, the Firefox. I've got this light on, and it's like you can't even. I'll turn it off. Let's see. It's off. 1, 2, 3. There. Will got it for me. Will, the pedophile that I rent a room to, the 37-year-old pedophile that is getting ready to turn 30 next week. This week, actually. His birthday is in 3 days. Will's birthday is Saturday. He and I are both Sagittariuses. He wants to get shit-faced for his birthday, and he wants me to join him. I'm like, yeah, dude, you missed me. You should have caught me about 15 years ago when I partied that way. I don't party that way anymore. It's not worth the hangover. This coffee's good. See what else is going on around here. It's not showing her live. It is. Okay. Where's Rosie? I thought she was live. I don't see her live. Oh, there it is. I'll give her a thumb up because I can, and then leave it. I gotta get ready in this. I'm gonna finish up those last few dishes. I'm gonna go ahead and mop because I've already swept. Wash a load of clothes. Might wait until Doug gets home and takes a shower, and I'll wash them then. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that. And I'll wash a load of whites first. Yeah, because I gotta bleach those. And my boring life. It's always nice to have people to chat with though for a little while. And you love me for me. I don't have to doll it up. I don't have to do, the makeup and the bullshit and properly brush my hair and whatnot. But yes, Sasha, I'm about to open the door. Whoa. That beep, beep, beep. I don't know if y'all heard that. The alarm it's a sensor and it'll beep, beep, beep on the alarm pad. I know, Mommy. She's scared. She's going to go in the room now and lay down. Bye, baby. Jewel, the big dog, the hound. She's terrified of that sound. Yeah. It's nice to be able to chat with people. I spend so much time just sitting around here with the boys when they're home and by myself when they're gone. It's boring. I'm going to get me some sweats. I looked for sweats the other day. Me and Will went to Target. He had to get totes. So he bought totes and I went looking for sweats and they only had men's sweats. They have no women's sweats. So I went to Walmart 2 nights ago and I didn't like the ones they had. They were funky. I didn't like their sweats at all. So I'm probably going to hit Ross. Amazingly, a lot of times Ross actually has exactly what I'm looking for. When you would think they would have crap, they end up having exactly what I'm looking for. So I'll go to Ross probably if Doug doesn't have to work tonight. I'll go get my sweats and start doing my walking because I've been doing good on my eating. Except for those crackers I just ate in front of y'all. That was not good. But I'm about to go make me a salad. And hopefully over the next 30 days, my face will be less fat. Because if you look back at my videos from 2015, I had gotten down to, amazingly, I was still 225 then. In the videos from 2015, I was 225, but I'm almost 5'8", so I carry the weight well. But I've never been to a TJ Maxx in my life. I went into a Marshall's for the first time about 2 months ago. And I've never been into a Kohl's. I'm just not a big shopper. I think everybody kind of figured that out over the years. I'm just not big on shopping and spending money. I just don't want to do it. But I'm definitely not a fan of stuff and things. That's why I was happy in the RV where we got rid of everything and started over with nothing. I loved it. It was great. I had room to live without feeling overwhelmed by stuff and things. When you have stuff and things, you don't focus on yourself as much, I don't think. I don't know if it's because it just you're mentally clogged. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't like stuff and things. And we're already accumulating too much shit here. So I've been like slipping little things in the trash here and there where Doug wouldn't notice. Because I go, man, that's good. Don't throw it away. Nah, go to hell. It's gone in the trash, dude.
I'm done.
You're done? Put it in the sink. Careful, careful. Gently. Thank you. Skinny butt.
Over here.
I love you too. Go away. I'm going to give you some cough medicine in a minute, okay? Now that you're done eating. Huh?
I already got some today.
No. As soon as you got the cough medicine, you had a coughing fit and you threw it up. You're going to have some, okay? I don't care. I don't really care what you want. TJ Maxx has some nice things at reasonable prices. They have hard to find spices too. Really? Oh, Doug is a cook fanatic. Well, that's Doug's thing. He loves to cook. I'll have to let him know that. Maybe then we'll go to a TJ Maxx. Isn't there one right over there in River City? There's a TJ Maxx over there, isn't there? I think there is. Anyway. Yeah, the area I live in, like everything is right here. I could literally walk to the Lowe's, to the Walmart, to the everything, the Ross, the Best Buy. Everything is right there. And isn't there a Sephora over there? Which I've never been in a Sephora, and I have no reason to be in a Sephora. Don't care to go into a Sephora and spend a fortune on shit that I don't need. Because e.l.f. works perfectly fine. Thank you. I'll use e.l.f. I don't wear makeup hardly ever anyway. Let me see. Yeah, but Diane, I'll be 49 in a couple of days. I should probably consider, in 6 days, as a matter of fact, I should probably consider makeup, huh? Maybe. Sephora near me. I think was it a Sephora or was it something else? What's the other one? Ulta? Maybe it was Ulta. I thought I saw one or the other. Yep, it's Ulta. There's an Ulta over there. That's what it is. Argyle Boulevard for sure. Don't know about near the airport. No, it's an Ulta. I knew it was one or the other, but I couldn't remember which one. I thought about going into one just to see how outrageous the prices were. But you can pretty much look at these videos when women buy have Ulta hauls or Sephora hauls, and it's like, why would you spend that on a makeup brush? It's fucking makeup brush. It's not like someone's going to go, oh, you put that on with the blah, blah, blah. I did. How did you know? I mean, it's vain. It's very vain. And some people say, oh, I like nice things. No, but it doesn't. It's no better. It's not like the brushes that other companies put out is bristly and scratching your face up, And these are the same women that say you have to be gentle and just tap your stuff on like around your eyes, your moisturizers. And then they take those little makeup wipes and just, and they just tear at their skin. And I'm like, isn't that like counterproductive to the gentle tapping that you're supposed to be gentle with that skin around your eyes. And now you're like smearing a makeup wipe and stretching the skin. It's all so silly. It's just so silly. I've never gotten into, I use a moisturizer now, but I've never gotten, and only because my skin itches. If I don't, the dryness, because, age, menopause, that kind of thing. But I need to start putting gelatin in all my food too. Sprinkle the gelatin in my food. I need to start doing that. There's little things you can do. You don't got to use all these different products. Healthy skin starts on the inside. I personally believe. And maybe my skin could be healthier, but I'm not complaining for almost 49 years old. I'm not going to complain. The TJ Maxx. Oh, the one on Argyle Boulevard. I gotcha. Yeah, it makes no sense the way they say you have to be careful with the delicate skin around your eyes. And for my next trick, I'm going to put on 7 layers of this makeup after using this thing to shred the skin around my eyes. I'm that person that wakes up in the morning and just goes, I don't give a shit. I ain't trying to catch a D. I got one. Back when I was 18 years old, still got him. And he doesn't care. I dyed his beard and his mustache. Diane, did you see it? It looks so good. He didn't want to. And me and Will went and got the dye like a month ago. And it's been sitting in the bathroom maybe a little more than a month ago. And I finally was like, we're dyeing your face. Like, you don't have any gray anywhere except your face. He was like, man. I was like, just do it once. If you don't like it, we won't do it again. And I did it. And it just took so many years off of him. Just all that white. He had so much white. And then his hair is dark. So I'm glad I did it. And he looks so good. Looks so fucking good. So I think it's going to be a regular thing. We're going to start dyeing my baby's face so baby Smacks can have, his youth for a little bit longer because he's 50. He doesn't look 50. People still think that the boys are ours. I'm like, no, those are our grandchildren. There's a girl at the Walmart, and I was up there the other day, and she said, I was like, hey, she said, hey, hug. She said, I still cannot believe those are not your children. I was like, what? She said, I have not been able, all this time you've been coming in here for over a year, I never knew those, and I cannot believe those are not your children. I was like, yeah, they're not my children. I want to show you that picture of Doug. So bad. And this stupid thing is saying that there's no space, which is a lie, because it's a whore. Well, off to make this is my YouTube watching blanket. I'll send you a pic when it's done. Awesome. I don't watch YouTube so much. Oh, well, that's not true. I watch cooking videos and stuff. Well, enjoy your time making this is my YouTube watching blanket. That's funny. You're going to start selling them and name it, this is my YouTube watching blanket. Use YouTube material. No, you might get in trouble for that. I don't know. All right. What is this about, Will? Will. What's going on with your life, man? Okay, so William's at work and he's messaging me. Wait for it to load now. Oh my God. All right. Jack's eye doctor called him. I've got to call them about his insurance. All right. Well, I've got a phone call to make, so I guess I'll be. Okay. They wait until the day before Jack's his eye appointment for his the glasses to make sure they're right. They wait till the day before to say his insurance won't cover the procedure they're doing tomorrow. I said, well, they won't be doing that procedure tomorrow. You can't wait until the day before and expect me to be able to just cough up $300 fucking for something. No, these people, I swear, they act like everyone's got credit cards. Oh, some of us just live, you know. You have a great day too, Diane. He's not going to die without that appointment. I'll just have to reschedule, and that I'll have time to, you know, that's life. You moms know. You moms know. Jack, you're off the hook. You don't got to go to your doctor tomorrow. Yay. What?
I didn't want to go anyway.
He said I didn't want to go anyway. I guess I'll go ahead and call them and let's go ahead and call them right now. Okay. No signal in the house. I live in a giant antenna and I have no signal. Imagine that. I have heartburn too. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make this call, do my mopping, and have a great day, Anna. And then have my salad and keep trying to bring sexy back. Finish my coffee. It was nice talking to everybody. Thanks for keeping me occupied and not lonely. All right. Have a good day. I'm going to try to do this again maybe tomorrow morning or probably the next day. I don't have anything to fucking talk about. So probably the next day if I can. Bye, everybody.